I'm back. I'm 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 back. Holy, I'm back. Hi. Hello. It has been a while since I have streamed. It has been a second. Hello. And the reason is simple. Flu season in Thailand is not super fun. Allow me to explain the reasoning. Yeah? Listen. Flu season in Thailand is not exactly the most fun thing I have ever been through in my life. But I'm back and I have had some, well, let's call it clarity. Let's call it clarity. It has given me a chance to reflect on my life. Okay, dude, it feels almost weird to be back, honestly. It's almost weird. Like, whoa. Whoa. But I'm back. So, hi. Hello. Yes, it's me. Hi. Wait, how do I do this again? Hi. I'm supposed to say like hello. Uh Hi. That's the main thing. No, I have some life updates for people too. I have some life updates and also I have the desperate need to do vault keys today. Desperate need though. Right now. Hi Wolf. Hello. Good morning. Can you still tell that I sound a little bit? Nay, no shot, Wolf. Really? 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 Already? That was fast. Listen, I'm back. I'm finally feeling better. I had the flu, like a proper flu. Like it was not like you know how sometimes you get like kind of sick and you're like, "Oh, this is not super fun." Yeah, this is like I got like the flu, you know? What's up, Darren? Hello. Hi. It's been such a weird week. Honestly, it has been such an extremely weird week, but I'm just happy that I'm finally back. My health is good right now. Things are going well, but it was one of those weeks where life it takes all the potential things that could happen to you and sort of just layers them on in the span of 5 days. On one hand, you're like, why did life do this? But on the other hand, it's better, I think, for all the bad things to happen in a period of 5 days so that you can just get through them and then get back to like the good things. So I kind of prefer it when things happen in cycles, and I would rather just sort of get it out of the way now. That being said, if you take a look at this, this is a problem because reset is literally tonight for me. It's Tuesday morning for me. So reset is actually tonight, and this is what my vault looks like. We're going to get a single vault on a few characters, and that is going to be all we're going to be able to accomplish, and that's okay. That's literally what we're going to be able to do. So we can quickly check to see if any friends are online and just do whatever. Does not need to be a push key. I would rather just chill. I don't really mind doing like Al 15. Narwhal, healer, lust healer. Wait, is that? It's not. Is Narwhal? Hold up. Is that Narnar? No, I thought Narnar was Narnar. Who's Narwhal? I was looking at my friends list. So basically, we're going to do some vault keys today. That is mostly the plan. Because I have done actually nothing. Oh, that's not Narnar. Oh, man. Wolf, what have you been up to? What have you been up to, Wolf? I missed stream. Like I didn't anticipate, by the way, how much I would anticipate missing stream. I think that, got a 16th street. We gotta do that, sure. As long as we can get through it kind of fast because I have 5 or so vaults to do. My shaman needs a vault, preferably my pres evoker, you know what I mean? Um, the like a few other characters, my warrior needs a vault, my everybody needs a vault, you know. Everybody's pretty geared now, but I just need to do this, you know. Yeah, we can do 16 streets though. I don't think that key is too hard. I guess it could get a little bit tough, a little bit fast. 17 aura, not Resil. Do we want to do a 17 aura? There's 2 holy paladins in here. 2. Hey noob, I'm back. I'm finally back. Hope you're I am finally feeling better. I'm feeling much, much, much better. Significantly better now. Like it was a tough week, I'm not gonna lie. It was a really, really tough week. It was not so easy, I will say. It was tough, but overall I'm feeling significantly better now. So all good. We could do 16 dawn break. Do we care about doing like a key or Woof, when are you gonna be free? When are you free, Woof? Oh, yeah. Hi, Ziv. Yeah. I didn't literally look at my vault. This is how much I have played in the last week or two. It's been kind of rough, but I'm back. We got to catch up eventually. Actually, so I will tell you, I had a little bit of a rant to go on about World of Warcraft and about how elitism things have kind of ruined the system. Because, this last week, there were a few times that I logged in to do keys. Did you know that? There were a few times. I was like, yo, I have like a second. My fever is down a little bit. I can actually communicate. Like, I can think. So I went to do some keys. Would you like to know how they went? I went like this. I went like this. I went like this. I applied for everything. I got declined from everything. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. Really? Interesting. And then I was like, okay, no problem. And then I saw some friends online and I whispered them and I said, hey, I see you got a 17. Can I join? I want to get some IO. And they were like, ooh, sorry. We have a tank coming. I was like, oh, okay, no problem. That's fine. But then it happened again and again and again. And, I fell behind a little bit. So I don't have 3,500 IO. And I was a little bit shocked because what I saw was a group with a Fury Warrior take a Prot Warrior, which is doubling up on a raid buff, to an Arakara without a Poison Dispel. And I was like, wait a second. I'm a Druid. I have Poison Dispel. I have a group buff that you need. Why did I get declined from the Arakara? And I was like, okay, that's weird. That happened once. It happened twice. It happened 3 times. I spent an hour looking for groups, couldn't find any. And I was like, is this because I fell behind? Like, granted, like, I know that people are expecting like 3,500 IO. I'm not exactly low IO. And I just had a genuine moment where I was like, why do I play this game again? I was like, wait. I was like, why? Interesting, yeah. This is very interesting. I was like, is this a perception problem with Guardian Druid? Is this a meta? Is this an elitism thing? And you know what I settled on? I don't think it's because I'm a Guardian Druid. I think it's because it's elitism. I think it's because there are people with 30 more IO than me, and my number looks low. But it's like, but people are on my friends list. They've played with me. I very rarely make mistakes in keys. I do sometimes, of course. But I'm not a bad tank. So I was really curious. I was like, why is no one inviting me? And I was like, huh, that's weird. And the lesson I learned from this is that my biceps aren't big enough. So I went to the gym and worked biceps. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That was my lesson. Obviously, it's because my muscles aren't big enough. So I just went to the gym and then tried to get bigger muscles. And I figured that will solve the problem. Oh, I don't know what you think about that. What's up, guys? 3,400 IO. I'm not low IO, and I'm technically progressing 17s. But surprisingly, I got declined from every 17 I applied to except for one Ecodome where somebody got hit on the first boss. It's the weirdest thing. There is certainly an elitism that is happening, and it's gotten worse. It was bad last season, but it was literally worse this season. Yo, what's up, Gito? It was, and what I mean by that is, yeah, account, you are correct. You are literally correct. 100%. That is actually correct. You need Resil 18s to get invited to 16s. That is 100%. That should be the title of my stream. I think that it is something like that, okay? I think that it's a timing thing for sure, Ziv, a little bit. But I was surprised, basically. I was a little surprised that I just could not get into any keys. If it's an 18, I understand. If it's a 19 like this, like, that's a crazy key to list and queue. But, like, man, really? Like, nothing? Yeah, I just couldn't find keys to do. It was really weird. And so I logged off. And now my vault looks like this. No. Yeah. Yeah, I could run my own key. Granted, like, I start with a 17. I have a 17 halls. I could, absolutely. But it's just demotivating. It's demotivating, and I was wondering why. The thing that I wanted to know is why. Like, is it because I was playing poorly? And I was like, no, it's not that. Like, what could it be? You know what I mean? Being good tank, I know, right? Yeah, no, I'm gonna. So today is a vault slot type day. I don't need to do 18s, obviously. I'm happy to do whatever. Wolf, are you ready to do a key? Otherwise, I'll just queue into any somewhat entertaining key. Could do 15s, could do 10s. I mean, I could technically do 10s, but you know. What's up, Kato? Hey, yo, Kato. I was in Skeezy's stream for about 3 seconds, and then I was stunned by what he said, and that makes sense. Yeah. Does anybody want to do vault keys? Like, I'm down for anything. This is obviously the lowest vault I've ever had, pretty much ever. So I'm happy to help people get their keys. Like, there's a 15 here. I can just go help them. Grab this real fast. I don't really mind. I just want a quick key. Oftentimes, I swear, 15s are faster than 12s. You can, like, down a 15 gambit, like, really quick. Hopefully, people know kind of, like, what to do at that level. So, yeah. We got, like, one key on the bear, one key on the prot warrior, one key on the evoker, one key on the shaman. Like, nobody has a vault right now. At all. You know what I mean?
Just old stuff. Was sick all week. 0 right now.
I'm happy to do whatever, but let me know. Hey, Goiza, where are you from? Can I honestly, though, can I tell you this? This last week off of stream, do you know what actually changed for me? So I realized a lot of things. Number one is, man, I took my health for granted. Can I, like, honestly, I had this gigantic realization that I was like, bro, I took my health for granted, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just wasn't. I don't think I've been as appreciative as I should have been for my health. You're from Florida. Do you like living there? I've heard some wild things. I've never been to Florida. I've heard some wild stuff about Florida, though. Do you guys actually have as many gators as people say you have? Because I kind of think they're cute and I like them, and you know what I mean? You're a lock? What type of lock are you? Morning, Saf. What's up? But hi, Mr. Plunger. You have a name on Twitch. I don't know if you know that. The rumors are true. Are they? Are they actually true? Are you perhaps a Florida man? I'm getting whispers from people. I logged in. People were like, yo, where you been? I haven't seen you in forever, though. Or is there? Yeah, is up. Not a full name shout out. Hey, what's up, TH? Morning, TH. Man, so, like, here's what I realized, okay? So I had to take a mandatory full week off. Did you know that this is the longest I haven't streamed since February? It's the longest I haven't streamed, and also borderline the most that I haven't played WoW since February. Isn't that crazy? Since literally February. That is how long this has been. I'll just go help them with this. Yeah. It's the longest I haven't actually been around. Now, in that time, I couldn't do much. I had to cancel my other work too because I was so sick. I had like a proper flu. Like I had to go to the doctor and get a live scope down my, like I got to see my own vocal cords move while I was humming Far Over the Misty Mountains. That was a wild thing, by the way. No, TH. So this is like, I'm going to take care of myself. So I realized that I was doing the wrong thing. I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't. I just, you know what I mean? Like, man. Like, I really wasn't. I don't think, though. You stay in Thailand, I can hear anything? Yeah, I stay in Thailand. Dude, I'm coming up on 8 years in Thailand, you know what I mean? It's a long time now. What's up, Nathan? Just did Brazil 15. Nice, congratulations. Basically, auto invite after time and couple of them. Didn't break anything. Nice. Sugar, super free season. Glad you're back. Oh, thank you, Nathan. I'm back for now. Yep. We back now. You did it on Prop Pally. How does your Prop Pally feel, out of curiosity? Because that's pretty low item level, I suppose, comparatively. But you still got invited at that item level. I think I might just be playing an off-meta tank. Maybe I need to get my warrior up. My warrior is geared. I've kept him up. My warrior is geared, you know? How about the other? Yeah, no. They full on. They banned me there, and I have not been invited back. I have not received a single email back. I've sent them two, and nope, not at all. Thailand cheaper than America? Haha, Goiza. If you're new here to my stream, I want to tell you something, okay? Is Thailand more affordable to live in? If I tell you the answer to this question, you are going to be jealous. Are you sure? No, honestly, Wolf, again, I got a lot of clarity this week and I missed stream. I can figure out finances. Money is an object and I can figure it out. I missed stream. It's so good for my mental health to sit here and talk to people while I can play the game that I like to play. It is so good for me to do that. Without that, I don't talk to people. I don't go out. I don't actually do though. Yeah. Well, noob, I won't know. Like, I just won't stream to kick. Like, I just won't do it. Like, that ban was really silly, and I haven't gotten... I mean, if my appeal goes through, then sure, but otherwise, no. Like, I don't want to deal with drama and hassle in regards to streaming. Oh, kick banned me. Like, full on. Like, that's about a week ago that happened. And I don't want to deal with that. Like, that was just like, wait, what? Yeah. That's also why I haven't been on there. It is a shame. Like, I did like that community and stuff, but it was pretty wild, you know? Thanks, Wolf. You know, what was the reason? No, that's why I haven't really talked about it because it just so happened on the day before I got sick. Do you know what I mean? I didn't do it. So you know why? Yep. Because I took a 40-minute dinner break because that was the day, by the way, before I realized I had the flu. Did you know that? So the reason is because it was the day before I realized I had the flu. And my dinner break was longer than expected because I wasn't anticipating having the flu. And so, like, I got really dizzy, and I basically just, I was AFK for too long during my dinner break, and I forgot to toggle the thing off, because normally my dinner break's like 20 minutes or something to, like, cook food real fast. But this one was not 20 minutes. This one was, like 45 minutes. I got linked a screenshot, basically. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be immortal in this key, but I can't stop that one thing from pulling, so I kind of figured this pack might pull without CC. My group doesn't have a lot of CCs. But yeah, my healer won't need to worry about me at all. This is just an easy vault key, you know what I mean, though? So, right. I didn't realize that I was super sick, though, at that point. Like, I just didn't know that I was sick. So when I stood up to make dinner, I got, like, super dizzy. It's okay. Honestly, like I said, money is not the reason that I want to be doing this. And it's not even my primary motivating factor in life. As long as I can pay rent and eat, I just want to hang out with people. I want to learn a fact about Florida. Like, Goiza, teach me something about Florida. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, so is my bad, by the way. Like, I should have toggled it. But, like, teach me something about Florida. I've never been there. I won't ever go there because I have no reason to travel there. So I don't really want to go either way. But, like, teach me something. I mean that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it was my bad. I just didn't hit the button, and yeah, but I never got, like, a warning. Like, so I didn't get, like, a warning or anything. They just sort of... I woke up the next day, and I was like, oh, well, that sucks. You know what I mean? So, it's not... I don't like drama, and I will stay away from all the drama, but it wasn't random. It was specifically somebody did not like me, and they reported it. So they just listened to that report, and that is what happened. I do happen to know this, but I won't get into it. It's okay. I don't like holding grudges. Like, the thing is that, like, sometimes, like, people... No, I mean, sometimes people do things for their own reasons, and I just like to stay out of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you pretty much live in Florida if you were born here, if you're retiring here. Yeah? Florida has some wicked humidity. Well, I live in Thailand. Does Florida actually have worse humidity than Thailand? Out of curiosity. Could it possibly, though? Yeah, Silent, I was banned on Kick, basically, so... No more Kick streams, but thank you for asking. I am only on Twitch, and actually I'm on Twitch and YouTube technically. You know what I mean? You want me to pin something about it? I don't think that I'm really allowed to do that, and I just don't want any more random issues, so probably not. You know what I mean, though? You have no choice but to sweat. So that's like Thailand, though. Like, Thailand is like that, too, though. Thailand is just very wet. People are like, did you just use wet to describe it? And I'm like, absolutely. People think that's weird, but you will know if you live in a very humid place. It's not weird. It's like straight up just how it is. It's just a wet place to live. There's nothing weird about saying that. It is in fact just straight up is a wet place, you know? What's up, Zier? It's okay. I'll just answer it. If people ask, I'll just answer it. It's okay. Maybe they'll accept my appeal, and we can go back to multi-streaming. But honestly, so like it has reminded me. So that all of that, though, what I will tell you is this. Here's what I can mostly tell you. Okay. The reason that I stream, this is what I've been thinking about, because I had to take a week off, right? Like, I didn't want to take a week off, but I had to. I didn't have a choice. Like, I couldn't speak in my voice. I had to rest. And by the way, not just a stream, I had to cancel all my work. I had to take a week off of everything, which was not fun. Like, that is super, it was unfortunate, but it has really reminded me. It's like, bro, you are not taking care of yourself very well. Do you know what I mean? Do I get my eyebrows done? Zier, I'm not going to lie to you. The amounts of things I do for the sake... Oh, wow, that bold. The amounts of things I do for the sake of fashion is next to zero. It's gotta be close to actually zero. I do skincare stuff because I sweat. And if I don't do skincare stuff, I get acne because I sweat a lot. And I just am very prone to acne. So I have to do some skincare stuff. But honestly... I don't do anything. I occasionally wash my hair and sometimes I shower, but not often because sometimes I also like to appreciate my natural musk. And if you shower, you kind of get rid of your own scent. And I'm sort of like a dog. So I kind of like my own scent and I don't really want to get rid of it. So like and also I play World of Warcraft. And I think that if you play World of Warcraft, you just kind of inherently don't shower as much as you're supposed to. It would be weird. But honestly, I have been showering more, and maybe that's why my IO is so low right now. Dude, we're just pulling everything. We have no CC for these guys. Holy. We have literally no CC for this area. Do you know what I mean? But no, I do not get my eyebrows done. I think what does that even mean? What does it mean to get your eyebrows done? I don't even actually really understand what that means, to be honest. This is a funny key. Pluck them? I guess so. Like sometimes I form like a unibrow like this, right? Like so I saw like every like 3 months I have to pluck some of the things in the middle because otherwise it starts to form like a unibrow. So that's a thing. I have to do that sometimes because I don't really want a unibrow. Like I am a WoW player, but I'm not like a WoW player. Like, well, I'm not a WoW player, but I don't want a unibrow. I think a unibrow is pushing the boundaries, you know? So, not quite. Not quite. Thailand, tropical monsoon, often higher than Florida. I knew it. What is the average humidity, by the way, in Florida? So, when you say that Florida is humid, what is the average humidity? That's what I want to know. Like, actually give me a number on the humidity of Florida. Compare it to Thailand. Because I swear I've never lived in a country that is sticky. But I have lived here long enough to know that it literally is just sticky. Like, sometimes there are drier seasons. But, like, so Florida's 70%. Okay. So you're saying Florida is 74% and Thailand can be like 90%. You know what I mean? It's on a different latitude. We're on the equator. That's why we have such like really, really good mangoes and shit. Like Thailand has like amazing oh, that's not good. Hold up. We gotta res the healer here. And make sure that bolt doesn't go off. That's on me, so that's fine. And a war stomp, and then a this, and a that, and preferably that bolt doesn't go off, and we're fine. I don't really understand exactly how latitude affects humidity because I'm not an ecologist. I'm not an ecologist. I don't really understand how that works, to be honest. Zir, are you from Australia? I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna take a wild leap here, but just are you from Australia? It's a leap. It's a leap. It's a strong guess. I can't be 100% certain, but it feels like you might be from Australia. Am I correct on this? British moved to Australia 8 years ago with your partner. Okay, this is a great opportunity then for me to ask, because I've never been to Australia. You moved to Australia, so it was a choice for you to go there. What do you like about Australia? Like, if you had to tell me, what do you like about it comparatively to Britain? Because you were from, wait, actually, Britain, hold up, wait a second. Wait a second. Britain is not really a place. It's like so you're from the UK. That's the way to say it. All right, I got this. So you're from the UK. Well, like, what is the difference? Some people like giant spiders. I don't, personally. Like, there's a reason I've never been to Australia. And it is mostly because of the reputation. I don't know if I could fight a kangaroo. You know these muscles are for show, right? Like, they're not exactly functional muscles. Like, if something is not shaped like a dumbbell or a barbell, I basically can't really lift it that well. So I'm pretty sure I just wouldn't, like, I don't think I would do well against the kangaroo. They're kind of scary. Yeah, they would clap me, exactly. Yeah, I'm not like a fighter. I'm just like a normal dude, kind of. I just, like, a lot of these muscles, they're for show. They're not really meant for the purposes of combat. Do you know what I mean, though? So it was the flu? Yeah, basically. I mean, it wasn't, like, so I tested for the influenza version of the flu, and I didn't have that, but, a big red can kick your stomach out there. Yeah, no, I mean, they got claws, too. I'm not winning against that. I can't even win against the normal. I mean, to be fair, it's not really a fair comparison, though. And let me tell you why. Because I live in Thailand, obviously, in a combat scenario, the problem is that I'm thinking about, like, fighting Nak Muays, like Muay Thai fighters. Do you know how tough Muay Thai fighters are? Do you know what I mean, though? Yeah, like, do you know how crazy, amazingly durable and tough Muay Thai fighters are? Hey, King. Yeah, I'm back. I'm finally feeling better. It's really, really nice to be back. But my vault is so sad. I have 0 vaults on basically any character because I've only logged in a few times to actually do a few keys. I really had, like, such a weird fever that I couldn't even think, and I was like, I can't actually sit down and play the game. It was, like, really annoying. So just hopefully we don't have any, like, major issues here, and we can just do this. Let's do 1 pack. Speaking of which, why don't we just do 1 pack real fast instead of doubling it and having a chance at failing this key? I think we just go 1 pack, right? Care, just 1. Don't pull the thingy. Oh yeah, I did the dating show. That's true. I did do the dating show. Yep. What a weird experience, by the way. Yeah, I was on a dating, so my voice was very sick. Like, I sounded kind of like I had, like, a really tough life. You know what I mean? How did it go? So, listen, man. Did I actually say, yeah, I did. I literally did. That was probably the best moment. I want that clip so bad. Like, I don't think I'm going to get any of the footage because it was a production, yeah? So, like, I can't ask. Like, I'm just, right? Like, I was just the guest person on the show, so I can't ask them for the footage. What's up, Exelios? But I really did. I asked permission first. To be fair, I was like, do you want a normal answer to this, or what do you want? And they were like, okay. So I don't think I'll be able to share it with stream just because it's got some personal information, basically. But here's what's up. So at the end of the episode, they clip like your individual takes. Yeah. So at the I'll see if I can get some clips or something from it. I don't think it went that well, to be honest. I don't want to speak poorly on anything, but I don't actually think it went that well because being on camera is a skill, and there was a lot of. I think that the person that I was with wasn't very experienced of being on camera, so there was a few moments that like I think they'll have to like cut or whatever. Like there was just a few basic like camera skills. She kept saying for my first question or for my second question, it's like you can't because you don't know how they're gonna cut or edit it, right? So you can't say, yeah, but you can't say like you can't order the questions because they might just take whatever. You can't do like things like this. But at one point they were like, "What is one thing you can't talk about on a first date?" And I asked them, I want to clarify this like a bunch, okay? I specifically said to them, "Can I give my answer or do you want a normal answer?" And they were like, "You can give my answer." And I was like, they were like, "We want a weird answer." And I was like, "Oh, fantastic." So the problem is that my partner said politics. Like, what can't you talk about on a first date? My partner said politics. I said necrophilia. So we were just inherently on different pages. Like, I don't think we were completely on the same page with what we were going to, how we were going to be answering questions. This happened a lot because they asked the same question again and they were like, "Can you give a different answer?" And I was like, "Absolutely. Cannibalism." And my partner said religion. So once again, just not quite on the same page about how we were going to be answering these questions. And that's okay. But also, the whole show kind of went like that, to be honest. Like, the entire show sort of went like this. And it was a little awkward. Like, basically, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but we did not choose to date each other. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, we said at the end you have to basically hold up a sign that says, "Would you date this person, or do you just want to be friends with them, or would you never like to see them again?" And I wasn't gonna be so autistic that I was gonna say never want to see them again. By the way, you know what I mean? Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that. That was obviously I knew that that was gonna be not the right answer, so I didn't do that, which is smart of me. And yeah, was she? We have everybody's got preferences, but personally speaking, my preference has never been a physical type. Like I don't know about anybody else, but my preference is not a physical type. Like I don't really understand people who have like they're like, look, if they're not Latina, thick with 5 C's, then it ain't for me. Like I just kind of think like personality has always been the driving force of attraction for me personally speaking. Like personality is the only thing that matters. And I don't know, they liked Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, so that was cool. Like there were some personality matches in terms of the fact that they liked a lot of the game. Like we could have a conversation about Kingdom Hearts. Like that was cool, you know. But ultimately, some of the answers, man, some of the questions, I don't think they had very good. I just wasn't for like we just have differences of opinions. Allow me to explain. One of the questions that we had to ask was this. They said, "Have you ever hit a partner before?" And like obviously the answer to that question is no, right? Like, have you ever hit a partner before? And she was like, "Yes." And I was like, "What do you mean yes?" And she was like, "He deserved it though." And I was like, what you just openly, he was like, "What do you mean he deserved it?" And then she went on this long story about how he deserved it. And I was like, I don't really think that that's okay, personally speaking. And it's like, but some people do. Some people think like that's totally fine, you know? Like, so it's a very personal, everybody's got a different perspective, you know? That's it. Everybody's got a different perspective. And, so for example, one of the questions was, "Are you a jealous person?" And they were like, "Yes." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, that's fine. I'm not. But that's that's a good, it's better to be honest about that than not be honest about it, right?" But yeah. So like, we weren't really a good match. And then like one of the questions, because like we had to fill out, like we had to tell the director like tell the show kind of like some information about us so they could plan some questions to ask. We basically were told what questions to ask, which I think is kind of a shame, by the way, because I actually think that I could have come up with like different questions to ask that would have been maybe like a little different, because some of the questions were questionable. Let's put it that way. Some of the questions were weird. But there were some good moments. There were some other ones. Yeah, the jealousy one threw me for a loop, and the hitting your partner one definitely threw me for a loop. But the other one was I told them, I was like, hey, look, I'm a hardcore introvert, so I don't really go out much. And one of the questions was, would you ever date a hardcore introvert? And she was like, I don't think so. And I was like, great, it's over. I was like, okay. Well, there's really nothing more to say here, folks. You know, so there was a little bit potentially of a mismatch. Well, we didn't see each other. No, that's one of the things. So the whole point of the show is, and they were actually legit about this, by the way. This wasn't like cap. We didn't see each other. They blindfolded us when we entered the room. So the whole point of the show is whether or not we would want to date without having ever seen what the other person looks like. That was kind of the whole point. Sort of like Love is Blind, but not nearly Love is Blind. Yeah, so it's actually a blind date. Exactly. We were sitting back to back, but I didn't know what she looked like whatsoever. And I really didn't, by the way, until the very end. At the very end, there's like a reveal where you turn around. You turn around, right? And then you basically get to learn like what the other person looks like. And then you decide like afterward whether or not you would potentially date them, just want to be friends with them or whatever. Yeah. We are so overcount because of the first area. All good. Easy vault key on the druid, and then we can go over and do some other vault stuff. I really have not played at all this entire... this week has been so weird. You can just admit she mains Outlaw Rogue. I don't have a problem with Outlaw Rogue. If she mained Boomy, we would have some issues. I gotta say, I don't really have an issue with Outlaw Rogue. And I think Outlaw Rogues are kind of like Giga Chads, to be honest. Like, Outlaw Rogue is hard to play. But Boomies, I don't think I could ever date a Boomy. I think that would be pretty hard for me. I'm not going to lie. I think that could be that could be a deal breaker. You know? Dating a Boomy. Oof. No, honestly though, okay, so I went on not really to find a partner, right? I have somebody who's like significantly cooler than anybody on that show would be. But it was an interesting experience. I had never been on anything like that before, and it was genuinely pretty cool to just try it and go from there. You know what I mean? What's up, Saito? Hey, you see the new Harnier Guardian form? No, I didn't actually. I really wasn't. I haven't looked at many of the updates. I haven't even been on, to be honest. I really haven't. It was a weird week. I'm just happy that I'm finally feeling better and I can be back. It's so weird to take a week off of Twitch, man. Like, it's just strange. Like, it's just... Do you know how many days out of this month that I've streamed, by the way? Like, do you know how many days I've actually streamed out of this month? This is the least since February. I think I have streamed only, like, a few days out of the thingies, though, by the way. I think like 5 out of 23 days. Yep. 5 out of 23 days. Whoops. Live. Yeah, that's like really little. But ultimately, okay, so here's what I've learned this week. Aside from the dating show being an interesting experience, me accidentally or purposefully, depending on how you look at the scenario, which was definitely purposeful, saying necrophilia when I probably shouldn't have. I don't know. Well, the thing is, I made the people laugh. They had to cut a few takes because the cameraman was laughing. I made the camera people laugh, like the production staff. I kept making them laugh in the middle of the episode. I don't think they were ready to handle me. Like, because I'm not exactly like an easy person to handle. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. They were not prepared. Oh, please don't fail, Gambit like this. No, I need a weekly key. We have 2 reses. It's okay. I'm gonna res this, right? I'm gonna res this now because we gotta res people before this, and then I'll roar, and we gotta try to get all of them. It's okay. I'll get this one here. Yeah, no, I basically like because I'm very comfortable in front of a camera. So one of the things that streaming has taught me, and also just in general, is I'm incredibly comfortable being on camera. It's a very cool skill to have. So like when there was a bunch of cameras pointing at me, I just am myself. Like I don't filter at all. Like I'm not nervous in any way, shape, or form. And that is a really cool skill because I was just able to completely be myself the entire time. Like one of the questions was, would you ever suck your partner's toes in public? And I was like, say what now? Like, right, like now she was shocked by this question. She was shooketh. But I'm like, bro, people on stream, that's tame. Like, that's a normal question. That's just an average Tuesday on stream, right? But she was like, wait, what? Like, she was like, what? Like, that's crazy. I can't believe you said that, right? Like, that was insane for her. However, oh, we're like super dead, man. What the hell? Oh, man. All right, can we finish, please? This is vault for me. Uh-oh. The healer actually couldn't heal that. We can wipe real fast, but I'd really like to finish this for Volt. I was just watching people. I can't actually solo this from 46%. We just use all our reses. Please finish this. Please finish. Please. As long as we finish, I'm chilling. As long as we finish, I'm chilling. Okay. But yeah, so like when the cameras are pointing at me, like I can just do this though. Oh, noob. I'll answer that in a PM. I'll answer that in a PM. I think so. It was actually the flu last week, but I've been kind of sick for a while, and it just has reminded me that there are things I should do to take care of my health. And I wasn't doing those things, and now I'm gonna do those things. Like for example, I put some workout redeems back on stream, so that when I'm streaming and stuff, the healer said use defensives, please. Yo, what's up, legendary? Hi. Hello. So can you still tell that I'm a little sick? Like, I feel like my voice is kind of obvious that I'm a little sick. Like, I think that you can tell that I'm still, like, a little hoarse. Except, like, not, like, too small of a horse, because then I'm, like, a hobby horse enthusiast. And I actually have respect for hobby horse enthusiasts, to be honest, but I'm not a hobby horse enthusiast. I'm not a pony, exactly. I'm not a pony. Correct. Correct. I am, you know what I mean? Okay, noob, let me get through those redeems in a second. I'll put the fitness redeems back on, though. I'll put the fitness redeems back on because I think that that would be good for me to just occasionally break up sitting down all day with doing a little bit of weights, a little bit of this. I think that could be a good idea. Legendary Biddy Queen. I have a question for you. May I ask you my question? Where are you from? Also, Woof, where are you from? Actually, Woof, I don't think I ever asked you this either. I'm curious. I kind of want to learn some stuff today. I've been bored. I haven't been able to really do anything. So my brain is like starved for information today. And now I want to learn things about different places. I want to, like, if you speak a second language, like, teach me something about your language or something. Like, I just feel like this sort of lust for knowledge. This just actually, not just knowledge, but, like, just entertainment. Like, I just want to be, like, I just want to learn. I don't know if anybody else ever has that. For me, it's, like, a big deal, actually. Like, I'm just so, sometimes when I'm stuck and I'm bored, I just want to learn new things. It's like the #1 time to pick up a new skill or something. I should learn Thai, but obviously that's a hard one. Because my voice. Oh, flex redeem. Okay. Mr. Mage, this is my spot. Do you know one thing I did, even though I had the flu? Actually, I've been working out really hard this week because I needed the outlet, #1. #1 is I needed the outlet. Like, that was probably the most important thing. I was frustrated. Basically, it wasn't just the flu. It wasn't just canceling work. It was also getting banned from Kick and also a few other life things that happened. And it was just, you know how life hits you all at once? You know, like when it rains, it pours type thing? Man, that is how I have felt this particular time period. It wasn't like one little thing happened and then like some good things happened. It was like all the bad things kind of just came and just went boop, and just hit me in like a small window. But I will say that I kind of prefer it like that. I would prefer all the bad things to happen in the span of 5 days rather than be split up throughout the month. Because I don't want it. Like, I want to. Do you know what I mean by that? Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, I would rather deal with all of the bad stuff about, oh, no, we don't have a res. We can maybe get through this, actually. Maybe, with defensives. Oh, no, I just need a vault key. I shouldn't have done a 15 as a vault key. Don't die. Everybody's going to live this, actually, because my team is actually pretty decent. It's like 30 seconds until a res. Don't do the star until the healer comes out, maybe, and then, like, potentially. Here. Res in 20. Oh, are we going to be able to do this, maybe? I just need a vault key. Was it a bad idea to do this? Maybe. Possibly. Okay, so the star, we probably need to do, like, one. No. Don't do it. Hold up. Yeah. I gotta res the healer, like, now. And then the healer will have barrier and pain subs. Yeah, so we res the healer. Where's the healer, man? Did he DC? Did he just rage quit, too? No, you got barrier pain sub. Use PS, man. Hold up. Wait, hold up. This is... Wait, hold up. This is... It's making me anxious, dude. Finish. We can... Just, the healer's alive right now. I can solo the rest of this. Yeah, if the healer just gets that one. Where is mine? Where is my thing? Oh, it's not going to work very well. Okay. He has PS. He's got double PS and he's got everything. No, he didn't use it. That's okay. I can probably solo this from 10%. There's one more? Fuck. I can bark skin. I'm pretty sure I could do this. Oh, I got how many stacks am I taking here? I don't think so. This is not going to kill me. I can. How much health does he have? Hold up. Wait a second. Can Guardian Druid solo this? I kind of use like Incarn and stuff. I might be able to. If I save like all defensives for the. I mean. It's going to take me a bit, but I'm pretty sure that the morale of the group is destroyed now. So basically, I actually have to do the star and not get hit by this. I'm a little dry here. So we just kind of lunar beam. Like, I'm not going to die. It's just that I'm going to have to do another phase. And that is going to be... I don't know if I can do 5 stacks without help. Because we have to bark skin when the star explodes in a second. Because there will be 2 stacks there. And then I send this frenzied regen on top of that. And then I'm going to have to do a phase on top of this. Right? But then I'll have Incarn back. So I can... There's no res. So the question is, can I live 5 stacks of this? Well, this is at least an entertaining key at this point. I'll tell you that much. Because I need a defensive, I'm pretty sure. Where? Do I, like, here maybe? So I have to lunar beam this? Yeah. I don't know if I can get this. Okay, so I got this one. Right? And then I'm fine here. Make sure to get, like, resources up. And then I'm pretty sure I might just take, like, a whole... Like, I have Incarn and stuff. Hold up. No, I mean, so, like, I think that this is going to be fine. It's just going to take a while. I feel like I can do this now, actually. I feel like, so I probably do need to take at least 1 stack. I don't know. Like, I don't know how much 4 stacks hurt of that. 3 stacks is fine with a bark skin. But I kind of want to do more damage during Incarn. So 3 stacks with bark skin and a frenzied regen will be fine, but I'm pretty sure I have to do another phase. That's fine. Okay, so I do have to do one more phase. But this is the hardest I've had to work for a weekly key in a while. I'm not gonna lie. This is the hardest I've had to work for like a vault key in quite some time. I wasn't expecting, this is not what I had anticipated, but it's okay. So like 3 stacks is fine without anything. Yeah, and then 4 stacks I need like a lunar beam and like a frenzied regen. And then maybe a bark skin or like a rage of the sleeper here probably. And then it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's my first stream back. That's okay. I'll be able to do this now, and I still have SI in case I need it. Yeah, you trigger well honed here, and then you just finish the boss, and you get a weekly key done, and that's nice. Okay. Well, at least I know in the future that I can solo this boss when this happens again, because pugs. It do be like this sometimes. It do be like this. It do be like this. There you go. Easy money. I was never concerned. Not concerned at all. There we go. Thank you for... This is a refresher key. Yeah. I was just... There you go. That's a wipe? No. Hold my milkshake. Easy. That's okay. Sometimes it'd be like that, though. No one left the group, technically. We did finish it while he's trading me the staff of... to cover some of the repairs. Okay. Well, we have 1 vault key now, so that's nice. And Noob has kindly redeemed fitness redeems, which I will put back on stream. I mean that. I will put the fitness redeems back on the stream. So we have shoulder press and bicep today. Those are going to be the 2 that we do. And that's good because while we're sitting here playing the game, we should actually try to do something. So I have my little dumbbells here, and we'll just go over and up. Wow, we got 1 and up and 2, 3. Oh, I have to tell you guys this really amazing thing. I had the best drink I think I've ever had in Thailand, by the way. Are you playing from Thai? Yeah. Possible to see your talents? Of course. Yep. This is just, I need to do weekly stuff because I didn't play it all this week. Okay. So imagine that they just shaved chocolate on top of a chocolate condensed milk drink. This is what I experienced the other day. It was awesome. Thank you. I'm not going to lie. This shirt is too small for me now. And also, so like, you know how sometimes when you have a potential relationship and a partner, they feed you? I have been fed recently. I have been fed. Yeah. Let me show you. Talents look like this. Talents look like this. And voila. Yes. Okay, allow me to explain. Yep. Xander, I have... First of all, the timing on Mr. Pounda could not have been better. So, Mr. Pounda, I would like you to read the comment above you. And then, Xander, I would like you to read the name of the person below you. Okay? This is what I am... I need you to do this for me. And then... yeah. Xander, dude, so wait, woof. Where are you from? Like, what part of the world are you from? You answered this earlier, but I didn't listen. I did not retain the information. Xander, where are you from? Pounda, teach me something today. I have been so bored. I have been incredibly bored. Flu is not fun, like, because you can't do anything, man. The whales, gotcha. What is the flu season? The flu, I got the flu last week. That's why I haven't been on, man. Look at thank you. So I was really bored, and I was straight up like, Xander, you're from America. Gotcha. Okay. The U.S., the U.S. of A. Fair enough. Thank you, Flex. So I worked out like crazy hard. I had the flu, but I was like, look, I'm bored and I need stress relief. So for me, stress relief is the gym. Look at this. We have now officially completed a single vault slot on the Druid. Great. There you go. You're from Wales? Do they have whales in Wales? Yep. Okay. So now I can play Prot Warrior. Now I can play. My ping in from Thailand is about 220. Thailand does not have good ping, but it's okay. So we have Prot Warrior and I have Resto Shaman. I think both of these guys need at least one vault slot. You never know. It's still worth doing just one. What tank is meta this season? Are you Prot main? So here's the thing, man. Honestly, yeah, maybe. And let me tell you why. Because I was sick this last week, right? And I would log on to do some keys on my Guardian. I was like, well, I'm off stream. Like, I can think at least when my fever was kind of down a little bit, I was like, it's all good. Let me just log on to do some Guardian keys. And I couldn't find a group. And I couldn't find a group. And that was fine because, I'm an off-meta tank. But it's not like my IO is low, right? It's not like my IO is low. And and I could not find a group. And then I was like, that's okay. You know what? Sometimes it be like that, right? Sometimes it be like that. But then let me tell you what happened. I had some friends online. They have Brazil 17. And they were getting their 17 key up. And I was like, oh, hey, like, let me message them and be like, hey, can I join your 17? I still need it. And they were like, oh, sorry, we have a tank coming. And I was like, oh, no problem. And I can tell you right now, they didn't have a tank coming. I knew it. I knew it in my head. I was like, all right, that's fine. That's okay. I understand. But they didn't have a tank coming. There was no tank coming. And I was like, okay. So I saw them in queue for another 5 minutes. And then I realized that they took a Prot Warrior. And I was like, that's fine. Warrior's pretty good. However, it wasn't just the Prot Warrior. They already had a Fury Warrior. So they doubled up on Warrior. And I was like, okay. So that happened once. And I was like, that's fine. But then it happened twice. Because I had another friend with a different 17. And he was like, oh, sorry. Like, we want Prot Warrior. And I was like, bro, you already have a Fury. Like, it's Arakara. You have no poison dispel. I'm a Druid. And I was just like, wait, what? Like, why? It was really like a whole hour of this. Okay? Yeah, well, listen, the paw jaw buff sounds like something else, Wolf. But I will tell you this, okay? Yeah. I was a little bit like this. Yeah, so not only the elitism in WoW has reached levels that it hasn't been before. Like, this was bad last season, but this season, man, is worse. I really feel like this season is just significantly worse. Oh, I already have a vault here. Oh. Hello. Oh, I already got vault. Vault on Shaman. My bad. Can I bring Prez? Prez to heal? Or Warrior to tank is fine. Do they need a tank? Oh, they already have a tank. Oh, never mind. My bad. I didn't realize. No, 100-second week because I couldn't get a Vi because I'm a boomy. Yeah, so, like, this is the thing. It's because I haven't got IO in, like, 2 weeks, okay? It's not... my DPS is not that low. In keys, my DPS as a Guardian Druid is simply not that low. Okay, bear back. It's seriously not that low. Like, I really have compared it, and it's like single target's a little behind for sure. But, like, overall, compared to a Prot Warrior, the Prot Warrior does not do enough to justify double stacking the group buff. That's the thing. The Prot Warrior, like, getting a Guardian Druid, Mark of the Wild, is still more DPS than playing double Warrior. Do you know what I mean? Is VDH still meta? No, not at the moment. Pound Up, wait, Pound Up, Mr. Pound Up. Where are you from? With a name like that. Mark of the Wild is a solid, but I think that Shaman buff is borderline better. I actually think that Shaman buff for a lot of characters is borderline better, to be honest. You're from Cali. Gotcha. I grew up in Cali. I grew up in Cali. Actually, I know somebody who lives in Cali right now, and they're gonna move to Thailand, which is probably a smart idea. All right, we play Prez real fast. All good. Are they still Clive? There you go. My Prez. My Prez. My Prez. My Prez. I'm not shaman. Oh, are they not going to take me? Because, hold up. I did tell them I would swap to my Prez, and I swear my Prez is, like, has no issue. Oh, they might not take me. Oh, my Prez is fine. Oh, Wolf, you're doing your 16 streets? I would come tank it on the Prot Warrior, but you go do that. Oh, wait a second. LOL. I'm sorry, my Prez is too low. Is this it? Is this it? My Prez is look at this. Look at this elite. It's an 11. It's an oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you. Whoa, that was close. I was worried about that for a second. I would low-key move to a different country if ping was so. Yeah, I know. So that is genuinely an issue. If you move to Thailand, you have to accept the fact that you can't. You will struggle with ping. Ping is a big issue living here. Do you know what I mean? No, it's okay. Just send it, Wolf. My Prot Warrior will get a key after, but maybe I'll just do a simple one. Because I will take it. Like, my health is so important to me now. Like, I really have. I've been chronically ill my whole life. I don't think people realize that my entire life was literally, it's just, do you know what I mean? My entire life has been about health. I was chronically ill my whole life. I don't make it my identity today, but it was my identity for a very long time. Like an incredibly long time. My whole identity was like, oh, look, my genetics are cursed and I have this, illness and I have that one and I have all my, you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, but eventually I realized that real recovery is when I stop complaining about it. Like, recovery is not having a good day, because that's just going the cycle that goes like this. You know what I mean? Just nonstop, it goes like this. You have to currently deal with EDS. I have Ehlers Danlos syndrome. Floodgate, right? Flood, right? It was Floodgate, I think. EDS, connective tissue disorder, and that also has to do with, like, my intestines don't move well, so I have, like, gastroparesis and stuff. But I used to be in the hospital all the time. Like, I never went more than 6 months without having something that landed me in the hospital or the doctor's office or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, thought experiment question. Send it, King. I like thinking sometimes. I think occasionally. Sometimes. So, like, Mr. Pounda. I don't want to pronounce your whole name. Every time I try to pronounce your whole name, I feel a little weird. This is, look at the camera. So, like, being strong is something I don't take for granted. Like, having muscles and, like, being able to be healthy is not something I take for granted at all. Do you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, 100%. I would probably trade my genetics for your genetics in a heartbeat. I would probably in a heartbeat do that. Well, also, it's like being, I guess, I can't say. You realize that when I was a kid, right? I was like not feeling like I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like I was a very unhealthy child. Like I was sick all the time. I was super overweight too. So like my looks and stuff, I feel like I really worked hard for that. Like they're not random. Do you know? Hi, Spec. Thank you. Yes, I had the flu, like a proper flu. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but King, like, so a lot of it is I learned, like, I take care of myself, but like my genetics, and you know what I mean, though. Don't worry, my press is good. I have a Weekor that announces what talents I'm using before the key starts, and it just says Mythic Plus Season 2. When was the last time you guys saw me play Prez Evoker? It's been a while, huh? When was the last time you saw me play Prez Evoker? This is just a weekly key. I gotta get a vault. I feel like Prez is not even in a bad spot this season. Like, Prez is actually doing just fine. It's been a while, huh? Yeah. I have a kick. It has actually been a little bit since I played Prez. But it is genuinely also pretty good right now. I don't think that Prez is... It's just Prez has the problem, okay? Look, do you know what the problem with Preservation Evoker is? The problem with Preservation Evoker is the fact that it's a Preservation Evoker. That's it. That's like the entire problem of this healer. That's it. That's it. That's like, man, I just think that it's a preservation of, like, if people don't understand Preservation Evoker, and so it gets, first of all, a very bad rep. All right? That's like the actual main issue is that it just has a bad reputation, and public perception is not good on this spec. I really feel like that is by far the biggest issue with it, okay? Because it's not necessarily, I don't think it's hard to play, by the way. I think that Prez is actually very straightforward and pretty easy to play. However, the things I have seen in lower pug keys make me question that theory. But allow me to explain it like this, because I can explain it like super easy, okay? Prez is actually easy to play. The issue with it is not that it's hard to play. It's that no one gives it the time of day to learn. Like, Resto Druid is harder than Preservation Evoker by far. By far. The amount of buttons you have as a Resto Druid, the ramp, the this, the that, if you mess up this global, are you kidding me? It's so much harder to play Resto Druid than it is to play Prez Evoker. But people have been playing Resto Druid for so long that they don't know that. Like, I'm serious. Like, I really mean that, by the way. So fundamentally, there's nothing wrong with Preservation Evoker. I think that the biggest issue with it is that in order to play it well, you kind of need to let people drop low, and so people don't feel safe when you play it. But honestly, the biggest issue is just the group buff. If Preservation had 2% haste to the party, it would be just fine. That would actually be, like, literally the biggest thing. If Preservation Evoker had 2% haste or something like this, then it would be absolutely fine. But obviously, Blessing of the Bronze is completely overrated in dungeons. Like, it doesn't do anything. So, yeah. How do you think they save healing, by the way? I have a suggestion for them. I know how to save healing in Midnight. I don't necessarily know how to save or encourage people to tank more. Like, that's a hard one, I think. Like, I'm not sure exactly what to do about the tanking issue, but healing is pretty simple. Do you know what the answer is for healing? You need to just disable group buffs for M+. Like, that's it. That's how you solve healing in M+. I seriously mean that. Make Disc Priest not overpowered, and if there was no such thing as Mark of the Wild, as Sky Fury, as Mystic Touch in Mythic Plus, then you would actually have freedom of choice for healers. But so long as those things exist, there are some healers which will simply never be good. Because a healer providing that value is more than they will ever tune the healer to do by itself. It's a significant issue because healers are not tuned very highly right now. So, like, healers don't do crazy amounts of damage, right? They don't do enough to outweigh the value they can provide to the group. So it will always be about the value that's provided. And effectively, not at all about what the healer can individually do. Every healer is going to be expected to heal the things. So that isn't a part of it. But even the amount that Void Weaver does is less than what a Sky Fury buff does. Like, how much do you think at the top, like, let's say you're playing with DPS who actually do damage. Do you know how much Sky Fury does? Like, have you done the math on how much that buffs? That's literally by existing. What is that? How much does that provide to the group? Do you know? It's a lot. Or how much does 3% verse actually apply? If everyone is doing 9 to 10 million DPS overall. Bro, it's like a million. It's like a million. Like, PI for Void Weaver is a little bit kind of evens the playing field. But, bro, literally by existing, Sky Fury is, like, actually that much. Like, seriously, it's like a million DPS by existing. That's crazy. Let tanks do big damage. I think that that's probably the best thing, by the way. Like, I think that tanks just actually doing big damage is probably the answer. But healing profile, like almost every healer can kind of do, just like every tank can technically do what tanks need to do. So that's not really the issue. Look at this one. But Monk, I think that H-Priest is in the worst spot just because it's an H-Priest. Oh. We're going to miss a few. I'm just going to get the lock over here so he has time. Go, Mr. Warlock. Mr. Warlock. I'll keep him up. Easy enough. Here we go like this. I think that tanks just doing massive damage would solve the threat issue. It would also solve the fact that people don't want to play it, etc., etc., etc. I do think that basically tanks just doing massive damage is probably the right answer. I do think that that actually would solve a lot of the issues with tanking. Imagine that tanks just did very, very, very comparable damage. That'd probably be really good. Hold on, what's your take about this? I want to hear the take. We're going to Zephyr this. And then I'm just going to big heal for a second. We just go like this. And then like this. And then we're fine. I probably should have used a little bit of an extra defensive. But like all good. And then like this. And Preservation Evoker will have no problem healing this. And then we'll kill him before these bombs explode. No problem. Easy enough. You want to buff healer damage? I think like healer damage, like, do you give all healers the same damage? Because right now there are some healers, you know what I mean? Does Prez actually feels, oh, I'm like, this is an alt key. This is like a vault key. My Prez is not geared. Look at, by the way, I'm 692 with old 4-set. Yeah, Prez is actually good this season, Rubbers. It is. It genuinely is. Like, it actually is a good healer. I'm doing like a million DPS overall right now. Imagine I was actually geared. Like with the new 4-set, which does crazy. Like, I don't know. I'll probably gear him a little bit. And then in a few weeks, I'll actually play the Prez and you'll be like, damn. I'll be like, I know. Obviously, though, Kig, I'm surprised they did invite me. Hold up, because Kess is in here and he's on my friends list. So, like, it's a friends list invite. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, right? It's because the friends list. The only reason that I'm in this key is because friends list. Like, that's the reason. Exactly. It pays to have a friends list. And I do think that if people have known me for long enough, they'll remember I am a Preservation Evoker main. I don't think that people know this about me. Because, like, so it depends on when you found my stream. But if you were an OG, if you found my stream when I was, like, just starting, and I had, like, 2 people on stream, do you remember what I played? Because I didn't play tank. Way back in the day. Oh, yeah. Way back in the day, I was not a tank player. For 1 season, I was a Preservation Evoker main. So this is actually my main healer. I played BM Hunter. No, like part of the whole medical things that I struggle with, Kato, is that it's actually very hard for me to have a BM. So I don't think I'd be very good at that in game. Affix. Oh. But yeah, people, one of the big things that's hard to express to people when you have struggled with chronic illness is obviously it looks invisible, right? So people will make assumptions all the time. And they'll say, oh my God. That was a little close. People will make assumptions and they'll be like, there's no way you're sick. There's no way you struggled. Or, you know what I mean? Back in the day, you know? Thank you. Thank you, Requiem. I actually think if my Prez was geared, he would do a surprising amount of damage. Yeah, but people can't, you don't, like, the inside of your body is not what the outside of your body looks like. I got a scope, like I told you. I got a scope, and it showed me what the inside of my vocal cords looked like, and I was personally assaulted and offended by this. Yeah, I actually think that Prez on details is the highest DPS healer by far. By far, by the way. Like without question, Prez is going to be the highest DPS healer on details. The problem is it doesn't have a group buff, and as I've mentioned, group buffs for healers are so impactful that you don't really have another option. Does that make sense? It doesn't have an HPS problem either. I didn't heal this very well, but it's fine. It's only this key level. No problem. It doesn't have actually an HPS problem. It just has the type of healing it does people don't like, and the fact that it doesn't have a group buff is what holds it back. That's it, though. That's actually the whole problem with Prez. I wouldn't mind playing it some more this season. I just need to gear it. He actually, by the way, my Prez, because I do this thing for my ults, right, where I do 1 key a week. You know? Yeah, I only do 1 per week. That's it. I do a single key per week, and then I just have a mythic option when I want to actually play the character. I'll have a few myth tier items, and so that's what I'm doing right now. So he's not geared, but he would be kind of geared. I'm just debating if I would really need any raid items. Raid items are like the worst thing when you want to play ults. Like, they're okay in not ults, but when you want to play ults, man, raid items are just like so rough. Like, I hate them. I hate the fact that I have to worry about like, oh, I can't farm this out. And now all of a sudden, because I didn't do this every single week, I'm probably not going to get this. I think the boots are probably the biggest thing. They are technically a HPS increase instead of a damage increase, so maybe you can get away without playing the boots, but I don't know. You think they're actually like a really big deal? The Lumitar trinket? I don't even know if Prez probably wants that trinket. Like, maybe I should be farming it a little bit, but then the issue is that I'm playing Prez, and without without crazy item level or anything, that people probably won't want to take me to even raid. I don't know. Yo, what's up, cats? I'm finally back. Cats, I had the flu, man. I had the flu. I had a proper flu, too. Not like one of those man flus, but like an actual flu. It really sucked. I forgot. I honestly, so it's been like an amazing reminder for me, though, because it has reminded me not to take my health for granted. Do you know what I mean? Like, it has reminded me to put my health first and take it more seriously. I'm very thankful. And also, it really reminded me how much I like stream. Because I couldn't stream. I couldn't talk. I had to cancel all my work and everything, and it just really was one of those things where I was just like, man, I miss being able to do what I really want to do. Do we have an AFK person right now? Just cheered 100 bits. Thank you, cats. Thank you, cats. Bet you skipped leg day that whole time? Actually, so here's the thing. I was frustrated. I was frustrated because it wasn't just the fact that I was sick, by the way. So one of the problems, of course, is that when it rains, it pours, yeah? And so it wasn't just that I was sick. It was that everything that could have happened, kinda, that was bad, happened all in the span of 5 days. I, however, don't mind it. I kind of prefer it when all the bad stuff happens all at once, because then I can just get through it and go back to feeling better, like faster. But that was a big, I mean that, because like I got banned from Kick, I had the flu come on, and then also a few other life things happened all at once. And I was just like, oh shit. It was one of those moments for sure where I was just like, yeah, this is not how I wanted this to go. Do you know what I mean? I was AFK for I didn't, it was the day before I got the flu. Like so I knew I was sick, but I didn't know I had the flu. Like, I would have handled this slightly differently, to be honest, because I was like just kind of like, oh, I'll just keep going. I was like, no problem. You know what? I'm tough. I'll tough it out. I'm sure I'll be better soon. My immune system is just having a bit of a moment, right? Like, that's all. Nah, they like completely took away my partnership, like 100%. Like, I'm not, Yeah, I tried to appeal it. I was AFK for 45 minutes during dinner, and I forgot to turn off the partner income thing. So I woke up and I was just like, bleh. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's okay. Yeah, like complete on Kick, not on Twitch. Yeah. So like they just yeah. I was linked to like two things though. So it wasn't random. It was a specific report. Basically, somebody doesn't like me, and that's okay. But they reported me, and then that happened. I do know this, but it's okay because I don't really like drama. I don't ever want to be in a position where I have to like explain myself or try to defend myself. Like I just want to do my thing, and I play above the rules. It was technically my fault. No, not Twitch. Kick. Uh, I really do. Like, I'm a rule follower. I don't like doing anything that isn't actually. I don't like doing anything. I don't like breaking rules. I'm actually like a pretty above board type guy. So I didn't mean it. It was an honest mistake. It wasn't intentional. Maybe they'll give me another chance because of that, and maybe not. And maybe it's over, and that's okay. It's just money, right? Like, it's okay. As long as I can still hang out with people here and whatnot, like it's so money can be replaced. Like money is an object, and as much as I want to say, it does matter because it was going to help me pay rent and build my savings and all. Like it was going to help a lot, but it's just money, and I don't want to let that get me down. Like I said, this week has given me a gigantic reminder that my health is not something I take for granted. I fought very hard my entire life to be here, where I am right now. Do you like people won't know this about me because you see me today. I fought my entire life to be exactly where I am right now. I am ecstatic about that. It makes me so happy to know that I'm here, able to live my life, able to do what I want to do. Like, I live in Thailand. I have a pretty awesome life, you know what I mean? But my health, I had to work for that. That was not something I should take for granted. And this last week has reminded me of that. Money can be replaced. My health cannot. It was not a give. Like, I don't think that people really understand, Like, it wasn't a given that I would be here today. A lot of people, I swear, like people don't really know how to appreciate this or think the same way because for most people, they never had to make that choice. Like maybe you've been sick before or maybe you had this happen before, but it was never like you never doubted that you would be here tomorrow. I lived my entire life like that. Like that was my entire childhood of like, shit, I'm in the hospital again. Oh, okay, my kidney's failing. Oh, okay. I got this problem. It's just like you eventually get into this mentality of like, what's next? All good. Yeah, it's literally you just start thinking like that though. Like, okay, what's next? You know? Whoops. I actually let him die there. I could have rewound that. My bad. I thought he'd be fine. My bad. If this was a higher key, I would actually need to heal this properly, by the way. In this key, it's fine. This is a fun fight for Prez. That type of damage pattern when I'm actually geared and I can play my Prez Evoker in like higher keys. I think that would be actually fun though. What's up? So, Battlefield, you have one problem. Yeah, kind of. But it has reminded me. So anyways, all the stuff that happened, it's like inconsequential. I am doing very well right now. I'm super happy about that. Guys, like I'm happy. It's weird. It's fucking weird, right? So, dude, it's strange. Like, I actually, by the way, is a genuinely kind of weird thing to me, but I am actually happy. Like right now in my life, things are going well. How strange is that? Very strange, by the way. I don't know how to handle it sometimes, and to be honest, it kind of scares me. Like I don't really know how to deal sometimes when things are going really well. And like I'll figure it out. But yeah, things are actually good at the moment, okay? And although a bunch of bad stuff happened, it has certainly given me a clarification that I should be a little bit more grateful and a little bit less stressed. I have been stressing. There are things that are happening in my life that I'm just like, okay, I got to figure out the bills. I got to figure out this. I got to figure out that. It's like, so what? Like, honestly, so what? That's fine. I can figure all that out. It's just numbers. Like, it's just numbers, and I'm pretty smart and I'm pretty resourceful. So like I don't need to worry. I don't know why I started stressing so much. I think that I have like unrealistic expectations for myself. I think that I'm starting a relationship. I think that I'm basically moving into this new house, right? And I'm just like, oh shit. If only I had more savings, I would feel more like if only I had more this or if only it's like actually again, the biggest thing for me is that I have my health, I'm happy, and eventually I want a dog. And once I get the dog, it's over. Like once I get the dog, I am content. I just think that my life is missing a dog. That is the number one thing I'm missing. When I get a dog, I'll be like extra super blissed out. That is what I am missing in my life. Yeah, the dog is the main thing, I think. Yup, that's the thing. So if there's one thing I'm missing is the dog. But after that, I'm happy. What do I don't know what I would call the dog. I don't know. Desire is suffering. That's a very Buddhist take, and I actually do think that one of the best things about Thailand is that it is primarily a Buddhist country. Like I've thought about this a lot, and I really think it's one reason that people are kind of content here is because there are a bunch of people who literally practice it instead of just like read a book somewhere and then like kind of practice it, but it's like their whole life here. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like I think that a dog is the only piece of my life. Eventually, when things settle down a little bit, I'll totally get a dog. I think that I've had dogs, and they are by far the best, most wonderfully. I don't know. It's just, I think that everybody's got different perspectives, actually. And I will say this, okay? For me, dogs are just, I don't know. I get this feeling about dogs that I don't have for pretty much anything else. Like if there's like a really cute cat, I'm like, bro, you and me, we can be besties. Like I like cats, I like fuzzy things, and there's a cute bunny, a cute raccoon or whatever. Like these are my jam. However, a cute dog, it's like, bro, I will step in front of a car for you without thinking. Like there's something about dogs that get me in my heart of hearts. They're not like I just there's something about like I'm just a dog person. I think it's because I can communicate with them really well. Like dogs and I speak the same language. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. Dogs and I speak the same language. That's actually I think that the real truth of it though. I hit my buttons wrong, but that's okay. Cause this is a low key. Do 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 do. But yeah, I love dogs. I don't know. There's something they're a lot of work. Keep in mind that the last time I had dogs, I was fostering Thai street dogs, like actual street dogs from Thailand, and they all have mental health problems. I don't know if you know this, but dogs can have. Whoops, I was in the wrong spot. Dogs can have like depression and anxiety in a very similar way to humans, like specifically anxiety if they grew up in rough circumstances or have been, like mistreated. So I had to help the dogs that I had with all these problems, and it was tough. It was a lot and also one of them was a Malinois, so they certainly gave me a different appreciation for dogs. I don't know. Do you guys know what a Malinois is? You ever heard of a Malinois before? Holy, these dogs are intense. I've never, yeah, I've never. That was a unique experience. Let's put it that way. It was a unique experience. They changed my opinion on the fact that dog breeds ultimately don't matter. And I was like, I kind of think they do now. Like, I used to be of the camp where I was like, bro, depending on how you treat the dog, like, the dog will grow up however. As is incorrect. This is incorrect. Jeez. Thank you for having my prez. Yep. So I did learn that the hard way, you know? Hey, it's fallen. Yeah. The flu sucks. The flu, I couldn't really play WoW. Like, I wanted to play WoW, and I couldn't really even play WoW, to be honest. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Easy. Season 2, yeah, I told him it would be fine. Like, we didn't have any deaths. Well, we had the one death. But yeah, my Prez Evoker, imagine I was geared, dude. I actually think that chess piece is 4-piece. Let me see. So I got this chess piece. Wait, what did I just get? I thought it was a chess piece. Was it not a chess piece? I have these mythic legs, yeah? Didn't I just get something? Oh, it's Warbound. Oh, my bad. Okay, so I'm almost at 4-piece, I think. I have this hero track chess piece there. And then I guess we'll depend on Vault a little bit. No, I need like one more. Yeah, I got mythic legs. I got these 2 rings, which kind of suck. And I have these bracers, I think. Those are the options. Okay, onwards and upwards. See, good luck on Season Cuss. Do you guys know who we were just playing with, by the way? Welcome back. Hi, Onos. Thank you. Thank you. Do. Pro Warrior Streets. Did you not do it yet, Wolf? We can do it. I was really demotivated. That day I logged in to play my Druid, and I couldn't play my Druid. I didn't like it. I couldn't find invites. You had a lever? Ooh. Is it Brazil? Is it a Brazil already? Oh, hey, by the way, remind me, I have to do this quest. At some point, I gotta do this quest here. This is important, though. Alright? Just one. Just needed the one here. Thank you, though. Gonna do... Before we start... Oh, okay, got you, though. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to accept that somewhere, and I'll do this. Alright, let's go do your streets. Is Kess on right now, by the way? Can I do the streaming thing and give him, like, a... Is Kess on? I don't know if he's streaming at the moment. No, he's not streaming. He's a cool guy. He's actually so nice. I like people who are very good gamers, but also they're really nice, you know? Okay, we said warrior, right? Yeah, I got one of the warrior. So this is the spray that I had, by the way. So look at this. You have to, like, this is like a numbing spray. And I keep missing my throat. I didn't know you could do that, but do you know, like, your tongue gets in the way of your throat? So, like, I put this like this. I go, there you go. That was a pretty good one. So that one got, like, in the back of my throat, in the cloaca-like substance. And you know, like, your throat is actually just a giant pink cloaca. Did you know that? If you doubt me on this, I will send you a video. If you're like, no, it's not, I will literally send you a video right now. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. I will send you a video right now, and I will prove it to you. Okay? I will prove it to you that actually we are all just actually pink cloacas. Like, that's the nature of being a human being. I promise you. You probably didn't know that, but I'm telling you right now, you know. King cheered. Wait, 1,000 bits? Does it say 1,000 or 100? Wait, I'm like double checking this. Wait, 1,000 bits, King? Really? Thank you. Wait, that's like $10. Oh, sweet. Thank you, King. Thank you. Much appreciated. It is weird, you know, one super weird thing, and I told myself when I came back, I was like, I hate the fact that I was stressed about money this last week. I did not like it. Yeah, I didn't like it. I did not like that at all. I get that it's a reality of the life, you know, like, I'm an adult now. I'm not 20 anymore, like, I'm 28. So it's like, okay, fine. Like, there's a world where I understand I have to pay rent and I got to do all this stuff. I get it. But I don't like how stressed I was. Because it wasn't just stream that I had to cancel. I'm a little gramp. Yeah, I'm like a big gramps. Because I had to cancel my other work too. And I was just looking at my bank account and I was like, oh, damn. You know? And I was just like, but again, I can't believe that I've gotten to a point in my life where I started taking my health for granted to the point where I was like, yeah, you should be working. And I was like, what? I was like upset about the fact that I had to rest because I had the flu and my entire thing was just like, do you know? You do not have to do that, King. Like, I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that. Hey, Taller. Hello. Glad to see you back. Thank you. But like, I was upset about, and I was really, I was like, I'm gonna reorganize my life just a little bit so that I don't have that stress. Because I ranked it, and you can rank this, by the way. You can think about this priority system. Okay, you to tip. You actually just tip. Thank you. Thank you for the $20 tip. Okay, buy some salmon. That's one thing I decided to do. I was like, my health again, because I bought myself some nicer steak already. Thank you, King. Thank you. I do appreciate it. That actually, it does help and it does make a difference. But the biggest thing is this. You know how, like, you can think about this. My priority system, when I actually ranked it, I was like, money is not number one. Like, money is down here. I live in Thailand for a reason, many reasons, and one of the nice things is that the amount that I have to make to pay rent and eat and just pay bills, yeah, my savings won't go up, or like, yeah, I won't make like a ton and I won't be able to afford nice things, and I kind of want to be able to do that for the relationship that I'm in, honestly. Like, that's, like I'm starting a relationship and there's a little bit of pressure sometimes to want to be able to buy your partner nice things a little bit. For me though, I'm super simple, but like I was like, let me reorganize because the reason I'm starting a relationship, yeah, Captain. I think somebody asked me this earlier and I forgot to answer. You don't want to know, dude. Nobody wants to know how expensive it is. Nobody wants to know. You don't want to know. Just trust listen. Two Bastos, you live in Canada. Okay, listen. Hear me out. You don't want to know how much it is to live here because you will get jealous. Like, I'll tell you if you want. I will tell you if you want, but are you sure you want to know? Are you sure? I live in Connecticut. Okay, yeah, so I lived in Connecticut for a year, by the way, King. I did, by the way. Burden me with that painful knowledge. All right, okay. So here's the thing. I'm getting a house. We're renting, not buying, okay? But I'm moving into a house in about 1 month. Okay, so about 1 month, 1 month and 7 days. I'm moving into a house. The house is 4 bedrooms with 4 bathrooms. So 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom. It has a bathtub. It has like an outdoor garden area. It's very green. It's got trees everywhere. Very beautiful design. Big open space. I don't know the exact square meters. And it's like a nice house basically though. It's got an oven in the kitchen, like built in this, built in that. Like it's a nice house, okay? Quiet area, perfect kind of like maybe not perfect location, but it's pretty good. This house that I am renting, because I will split rent, is going to be for all like utilities included. Basically, it will be something like $1,000 a month for me. That's including like electricity, water, internet, plus rent, plus all that, plus a maid, because you can hire maids in Thailand. Maids are like, yeah, I know. That's why I was trying to tell you, like, you don't want to know. And that's like living in a nice house. Like you can actually find a condo here for like $400 or $500 a month. That condo room will be small, okay? So like the condo room itself is going to be kind of small, but your condo can have like an infinity pool, a gym, could be in the center of the city. Like for 400, $500 as a lone bachelor. It's just I've lived here for a while, so I have a certain standard of living. But like, yeah, you can live pretty well, and then like meals here. Like let's say I need to get across. Like I don't need to drive in Thailand. Yeah. I know. I don't need to drive in Thailand, and one of the reasons I don't need to drive in Thailand is because if I need to get across the city, I can take a bike or a taxi, and let's say I need to go 1 hour in a taxi, it will be about $10. When I did the dating show, I was on the dating show on Saturday. I was hired to do like a dating show thing in Thailand, and when I went there, it was a very far. So the studio to film at was way outside USD. So it was like way outside the city, and it was like an hour and 15 minutes in a taxi, and that taxi ride was $11 or $12. Yeah, like you can get around. The point is very affordable to get around. Also, not just that, but let's also take massages as an example. You can get a foot massage or like a massage here for $9, $10. Yeah. There's did you see that? So yeah. Did you see on the dating show? I asked them, I was like, do I need to dress up or can I wear what I always wear? And they're like, we want you to be authentic. And I was like, fantastic. So I wore flip flops. Not this exact shirt. I wore a green one. That was my nice shirt. I wore a tank top, shorts, and sandals. And she was like, full makeup, full this, whatever. So basically, let's put it this way, okay? If you make about $2,000 a month, you will have a fairly good life here. Like you'll be able to go out with your friends, you'll be able to kind of live how you want to. You might have to make some frugal choices, but genuinely about 2,000 US dollars a month, you can have like a nice place to live. You can get food whenever you want. You can order food. You'll be able to go to the movies. Like you won't be stressing crazy. 1,500, like 1,500 is pushing it. That's pushing it. You're like you have to be on a budget with that, but you could still live with 1,500. 1,000 is too low. I think 1,000 is like you won't really be able to live here as a foreigner. There are some things you have to be able to maybe navigate there. Like, yeah, I don't think as a foreigner you could really get by with that. So like maybe 1,500 kind of minimum. But like we're talking about a quality of life. You'll be able to get around the city and do things. Like you don't have to. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, you get to enjoy Thailand. And let's say you make like now all of a sudden it's 3,000. Is that line? Holy, is that ISIL? Wait. Is that my friend? From a long time ago? Hey, it is. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, do you know? Did you know that was him? Oh, no, probably not. You just took him out of queue. Hey, this guy is from a long time ago. Hey, welcome back. This healer is one of the best Disc Priest healers I've ever seen in my life. But we pushed in Dragonflight Season 2 way back in the day. Way back in the day. I mean, realistically, all we need is rent, Wi-Fi, and the WoW sub. That's all our expenses and food. So, like, food is the biggest thing, I think. I spend a lot on food, but you can... So, like, because I have food allergies and some medical problems, yeah? But, like, imagine you didn't, King. You can order delicious Thai food for, like, $2 to your door right now. Like, let's say I wanted... I don't know. Do you have favorite Thai food? And King, genuinely, thank you for the... I appreciate it, you know? Oh, with my three... Okay, okay. And, like, UK for, like, fuel for committing? $2, yeah. Like, what do you want? Like, you just tell me. Like, I can find it right now. Yeah, and also, like, the system... So, like, technologically speaking, the system here is just better. Like, I don't know. Like, you could just... Get, the public transportation, the fact that everything exists in the city... Like, across the road from me, there's a D&D gaming cafe where I could go play D&D at any point. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but again, it depends on... I will clarify. How many people... Are you living alone? Like, are you a bachelor? Like, how are you living is a big question. Because for me, I've lived here for long enough where I... Like, you know... I want to be able to split and I want to be able to have a house and like a nice thing. Where I live right now, the rent is 700. But it's like a nice place and I have a maid come once a week, etc. though. Oh, yep. No, not a gaming cafe, like not a PC cafe. An actual gaming like a D&D, like a board game place. All right, hold on. Let's go Streets of Wonder 16 Pro Warrior. Let's do this. We can also play this safe, and I can reduce a few things if you want. There you go. Porting over. Yo, what's up? Hello. We're back to the thingies. So, King, have you ever thought about moving? To Bastos, you mentioned you wanted to move to Thailand. Have you ever been here before? I actually just had somebody from Cali tell me they were moving here. What are we doing again? Tazavesh, yeah. Once in 2014. That was a long time ago. Thailand has changed a lot. And do I speak Thai? Not that well. I speak enough to get by. But, ooh, Nelfin. So here's the thing, okay? Thai is a tonal language, and I am tone deaf. That's my excuse. But the truth is I should just practice more. Thai works like this, okay? Excuse me. Watch this. Ma, 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 ma. Those are 5 different words. Yeah, moving to another country is tough. Oh, Strictly Pugs wants to do at least weekly 10s, so we push up to 12s or so. Prot Pally, if you can play it, Sable, I think Prot Pally's the best. If you can play it. But you have to be able to play it. It's a tonal language, correct. Yep. Your partner is Thai? Actually, it's the opposite. If your partner's Thai, you don't have to learn Thai because they'll just handle all the Thai stuff for you. The truth is, if your partner is Thai, you don't have to speak Thai. It's the exact opposite. That's the problem. Do you know what I mean? Thai is pretty hard, man. But it's not an excuse. Like, I don't want to be like an old white dude who's balding and also divorced and lives in Thailand. And, like, that's not... Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that guy who lives here but can't ever speak Thai or doesn't know anything about the culture. Or, you know what I mean? That's not the vibe I'm going for. You know? I'd rather be able to speak with my partner's family unless they're fluent in English. Okay, so here's the thing. Pretty much everybody here speaks English. Like, everyone. Everyone speaks English here. You can get around just fine. But I do think that just having basic Thai is pretty important. But you don't need anything other than that. Just basic Thai is pretty much all you need. These are the talents I'm playing for just Giga Tanky Warrior. I'm not playing the Execute build. I'll still do good damage. But we'll time this pretty easy. Be fun. Here we go. Prot Warrior in a 16. Let's do it. My Warrior, I've actually kept up. So my Warrior is geared. I have the boots. I've got the brand. It's on normal. And I have this Nether Prison too. So my Warrior is actually fairly geared. He's solid right now. You just build the resources here like this. And then you don't drop your shield. And then Warrior is kind of actually like as tanky as Druid is right now. And that's the one thing I understand. If you've been playing with a Druid who makes you question things, but you've also been playing with a good Warrior, like Warrior is pretty much just as tanky as Druid. And it's just like, oof. I understand why you wouldn't want a Druid. Like in this comp, a Druid would buff nearly as much as a Warrior simply because you actually have this system where you have an Arcane Mage, and the Druid buffs the Arcane Mage, but the other things don't. We'll pull these two in here. But Warrior is, like, Omega tanky right now. Like, kind of crazy Omega tanky. Almost unfairly so. Not actually unfairly so, but almost. Unless I make a silly mistake, which can happen, just because I'm not super used to Warrior at the moment, but, like Warrior is Giga Omega tanky. So we just back this up a little bit like this, and etc. Here we go. A super proud man just stayed at a friend's house. Oh, congratulations on your socialization. We'll go here, go like this. I can't grip that thing in the back. I'm going to watch the proxy strike on myself, which is coming soon. Take this thingy, take this thingy. Okay, that one officer is absolutely owning people because we don't have a DK in this key. He is absolutely destroying the group right now. I'm going to try to shockwave this. Maybe we can kick him in. Yeah, thank you. That was rough. Boom, 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 boom. No DK. I know, right? Imagine playing Mythic Plus without a DK. This key might require a slight bit of focus, but no joke, there is actually a world where I have to swap to Warrior. Because I'm kind of tired about people not taking me to their keys. And that's my choice. It was my choice to play an off-meta tank this season. But at the same time, I'm a little annoyed that I decided to play an off-meta tank this season. Because at the moment, there's such a bias and there's such an elitism in WoW that I do not enjoy just not being able to play the game. I was sick last week and I logged in to do some keys and I could not do the keys. I forgot to spell reflect that earlier. Like I could not do the keys and it was frustrating and I did not appreciate that. Like I wanted to do keys and I literally physically could not do the keys. You know? Like I did not appreciate that. But I'm hanging in there. Dustin, where are you at? Like basically I think that Resil 17 is kind of like you've been playing the season at this point. If you do this though, get a team. I need to find a team first, I guess. But I don't know. Why do you think if you've been here for a while, why do you think I never had a Mythic Plus team? How come I don't have a Mythic Plus team? I never had a team before. I pug everything. I just don't know if every time I try to make a team, it doesn't end up going well. Every time. Like literally without fail pretty much. Something happens. It's a time commitment because I'm too chill. I think the problem is that I'm too chill. Like I think that the problem is that my team expects me to play in a way that I don't want to play. Because like I think that most teams who are serious about a title push are going to be like trying really, really hard. And I don't mind putting effort in, but I'm kind of chill when I play the game. Like I'm just like the type of person where if you make a mistake, you're like, oh, it's okay. No problem. I find it very hard to meet people who are as chill as I am. And I think that there's always conflict of people like, well, somebody starts yelling at somebody or somebody starts doing this or whatever. And it's like all the chill people at the highest key levels, I feel like they've already have a team. So I'm just sort of, yeah, exactly. But the problem is Steven, they already have a team, Uh-oh. There was no bubble. Uh-oh. Ooh. We're not going to be able to get through that. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. We have one res if somebody has cables. I don't think I have cables. Do I have cables? I don't have cables on my warrior. Whoopsie. Yeah, whoopsie daisy. All good. All good. All good. Nice try, nice try. You got to assemble the gamers that quit the game. I think that basically that would be the best case scenario. That would be the best case scenario. However, unfortunately, yeah, but sick of the solo pug life is tough. Pugging keys is tough. 100%. 100% pugging keys is very tough for sure. At least my warrior feels good. Excuse me. My nose is making weird noises. Do. Okay, so I still need one key on the warrior because my vault looks like this, and I am unaccepting of this. Yeah. You'll push higher for what purpose? See, it's only if it's fun, right? I think that it's about one. Yeah, we could do that. Sure. I don't mind. I think that basically, though, you want to do... If you have one or two people to play with that you can depend on, that's better than having zero. Like, you don't need a whole group. As long as you have 1 to 2, I think that's pretty solid. That would be the idea, right? It's just like having 1 to 2 good DPS. Okay, hold up. Remember how I said my health first? How long have I been streaming? I put health redeems and stuff back on stream and stuff. See, ISIL. Friendsless or Abyss. Yeah, so basically what people don't understand is when you log into the game, you are not supposed to do this. This is not how you get IO. If you go here and you look in this for IO, this is not how you get it. At a certain key level, the only way to get IO is when you log into the game. You go to your friends list and you say, hey, what you up to? Hey, what you up to? Oh, you're 37-33. You've been pushing hard. Congratulations. That's ridiculous. I think that's Resil 19 already. Congratulations. Oh, hey, ISIL, what's up? How you doing? Oh, hey, what's up? You literally just go through your friends list and you start messaging people, okay? Shoulder press and biceps, exactly. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do. Hey, does anyone here speak a second language that isn't Thai? Actually, no, especially if you speak Thai. Actually, I'm going to take it back. If you speak Thai, you can tell me, because I need people to help me with Thai. Does anyone here speak a second language that isn't English? That's what I meant to say, not Thai. English. Fluently, or I can get by? I can get by is fun. You don't have to speak it fluently. Just, can you get by in a second language? You speak fluent German. Teach me something in German right now. I'm serious. Just teach me something in German. Mainly because you're German. That makes sense. Not, I know 9. So you have to teach me something. You have to teach me like 8 or 10. Polish here? All right, Daniel. Teach me something in Polish. It can't be bad. Why did you get auto-modded? Why did you get auto-modded? What did you just say, What did you just say, Dustin? Wait, Dustin, what did you just say? Because it's bad. Well, apparently the mod system is good then, because they got you. Oh, I see. Okay. That's why I got modded. That would explain it. Okay. All right, Onos. German, English, some French, some Italian. I want to learn something in Italian. I will actually make a note of this. If you teach me something, I did say that. If you teach me something, I'm going to make a note of it. I'm serious. That's all I know how to say in other languages. That's okay. I only know how to say 2 things in sign language, and I can't say either of them. Is this just, Dustin, do you just go around to other countries and you prioritize the important things then? Okay, hold up. Eins, zwei, drei. Yeah, I knew that from anime. Vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, nun, zen. Easy. I've now learned how to say 1 through 10. Jamba can mean to fart in Kishwali. Amazing. Jamba? Like Lilo and Stitch Jamba? Which is funny because there's a place called Jamba Juice here. Ah, yes. Yes, I could under Jamba Juice just got a little. Ooh. I could. How do they approach that? So I'll teach you guys something. Sometimes languages are funny. Would you like to know one of the most unfortunate translation errors in Thai to English? Because this is a thing that exists. If you come to Thailand, you're going to notice this. And you're going to be super confused. But I promise you, it's very important that you understand this, okay? So, porn. And this is explanatory. I'm not being weird, okay? But is pon. It means hope in Thai. And so it's a very, very common last name. Pon is a very, very common last name. So like it's like incredibly common, and one of the most common spellings of it is thitty hope. Basically, you're gonna have to put that together. It's THITI, THITI hope. You put that together. Just do me a favor and think about that for a second. It's unfortunate. There are literally law firms in Thailand with that name. Hold up, I said I would do some fitness redeems. Yep, there is always hope. Correct. Always hope. 1 second. Yes, do not fear. There is always hope. Okay. Thanks, mate. Am I going to try to pronounce this? All right, Daniel, you tell me if I get this right. Jeki Mordo. Jeki Mordo. Did that work? Hey RFA, how was your stream? Hold up. Do you track how many? No, I'll go to the gym later. I'll go to the gym later. No, hold up. I'm ready in a second. I'm ready in a second. In a second. I had to health first. Look, this last week, genuinely. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. Close enough. I'll take it. Daniel says. Okay. Jackie Mordo. Thanks, man. Sounds good. Hold up. Jedin. Oh boy. Wait. Dwa. How do you why is Polish so hard? What? Wait. I can't even read 1 through 5 in Polish. Guys, how do you pronounce this? I'm going to copy this. Hold up. How do you pronounce this? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Polish. Wait, what happened? Whenever someone tell me that they have, or now I'll memorize this without having a chance not to. Correct. Wait. Jedin, Dwa, Trezi, Zetter? Oh boy. That doesn't sound right. I don't think I'm doing that right. Why is Polish? What? They can't even read that, man. Cost some 15s for a friend. Oh, yeah. So that, yeah. Okay, so that does happen, and I have heard that before. I have heard that, actually. And that is pretty sad when that happens, yeah. Jetter is stare. So it's just stare, like a ST sound. Okay, stare. Okay. Well, I want to learn a little bit every day. Just that's my thing, right? Is a little bit every day. When I get stressed and I find that my stress reaches a level that is it's too much for me. Like it's no longer worth having the stress. Like this stress is no longer productive, but it's actually it's counterproductive. When I get to that level of stress, I fundamentally believe everything I've ever learned about health. Do you know the most important thing? You guys want to hear this? The most important thing I've ever learned about health for muscles, for inside health, for heart health, for this health, for everything. And I really want you to think about this. What's the best diet and what's the best workout? Has the same answer. It's literally the same thing. What is going to help you be the least stressed? Because stress is like the number one reason, I swear, in all of my understanding of how things work, stress is basically the thing that determines whether or not you get actually sick. No, it's not. There is no answer aside from stress because I fully believe that you will make almost anything work regardless, depending on your ability to handle stress. Like, I genuinely think that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I actually believe with all of my heart that stress is the answer to this question. I'll stick by what I said. That seems reasonable too. But I think it's unreasonable to expect anyone to live in a truly, like a way like this. You know, like the ancestral way of living. Like it's not going to happen. Like no one is going to live ancestrally with respect. It would be a cool thought if they did, but no one's really going to do that. Because you're probably right that it would work. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think that anyone will actually go live an ancestral lifestyle. I do think, however, that managing stress, because I don't know, again, my whole life ruled by chronic illness. I got to be around a lot of people who had every genetic disadvantage in the book. And you know what I learned? There's a lot of people who are very sick that I'm not sure if they would be as sick if they had a higher stress tolerance or the ability to navigate life a little differently. And there's a lot of people who are probably meant to be very sick, but aren't. Because they have a good ability to manage stress. Like they just sleep at night without a single worry. I've noticed this a lot. There's a ton of people who like, maybe it's genetics, but I swear there's like just a ton of people who are like, just eat donuts and Red Bull, and their morning routine is black coffee, donuts, and Red Bull, and they do that every day. They've been doing that every day for 30 years, and they have no pain. They have like one little lower back thing, and they're going to live to 90 years old. And it's just like, you know, yup. But then you ask them, and you're like, how do you sleep? And they're like, oh, like a baby. You know, I put my head on the pillow and I immediately go to bed and I sleep for like crazy. I sleep for like 8 hours every night. And I'm just like, okay, so you can do everything right and spend all this time and effort being like perfect at the gym and perfect with your diet and all that stuff. But how long did you sleep for? And you're like, well, you know, I sleep like 3 hours a night. I'm like, I don't think that's good, dude. What's the add-on that makes the buttons mash when you press them? So I swapped to bartender at the beginning of this season. I like it. This is just a bartender animations frame thing. Yeah, this is just the bartender animations frame. There we go. That was the spell reflect that I wanted. You have to time that as a warrior. Yep, you're welcome. It's just like an extra add-on. Yeah. It's bartender. It's like these are the bartender frames, and then you have to download the extra thing that's like bartender animations. It auto does it for you. You can control, I think, how much it actually does it, but I've liked it. I've actually enjoyed this. I think it's cool. Do. So like I can play Prot Warrior, you know, if they just let me. If they need me to play Prot Warrior, I'll just do it, okay? Fine. I accept the fact that maybe I need to play Prot Warrior this season so I can stop complaining about not getting invited to keys. To be honest, you know? So like that, so we all, sleep is like incredibly important for health, but I just think that when we talk about health, everyone misses the thing. People talk about, should you fast? Should you do this? Should you eat this? Should I do this? Da 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 da. And it's like, how do you manage stress? Like it's like seriously, I've just really like, yeah, I am terrible at stress management. Like, that's not something I'm good at, but guess what? I can get better at it. But guess what? I can get better at it. I'm really bad at it, man. But that doesn't mean I have to be bad at it forever. I can get better at it. I'll do better. I can learn. I can change. And that is the one thing I have learned. If there's nothing else I have learned that's important, my early life was hard. I did not have a childhood that was just everything was handed to me. There were some things I was very fortunate about, but I was very sick. I had a lot of chronic conditions. We didn't know I had a lot of chronic conditions, and so I suffered effectively, needlessly, in many ways. I was just in the hospital. I wasn't like the other kids. I couldn't play around. I couldn't run. I couldn't partake. I never got to do PE. I had a permanent exempt from PE, etc., etc., etc. And I dropped out of 3rd grade because my health issues got so bad that I couldn't even be in the classroom. So I had a lot of things go on, you know? But the truth is, all of that taught me nothing is impossible. Like, you can think it is, and you could be like, nah, but actually, you're only hurting yourself. Literally, like, we are capable of so much fucking change. It's unbelievable what human beings are capable of. And the one thing I got to learn from all of this is that I should never, ever, ever say never to myself. So, yeah, right now in my life, I am incredibly bad at stress management. We're going to have to do this unless you have a bubble. Oh, thank God, that was a bubble. Yeah. I am super bad at stress management, but I don't believe I have to be forever. I think I could get better at it. I think it's a skill just like anything else, and I'm pretty sure I can just improve my ability to handle stress. I think so. Not like 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. Consciously ask myself, yeah, so it's like the anxiety loop that I go on. That's the biggest thing. Actually, before I was diagnosed with autism, I was diagnosed with anxiety. Like when I was 4, I got an early diagnosis because I was super anxious as a kid, obviously. Welcome back. Thank you. I am feeling much better shape. Thank you for asking. Finally feeling better. Yeah. It took a while, and it really, the biggest thing is I talk about all this health shit, and it's like my whole life has just been Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but my entire life has been, hey, just focus on your health. Like, your health isn't good, just focus on your health. That's my entire life. And this last week, I got the flu. Like, I was, like, sick. Like, not like a little bit. Like I was properly sick. I was, like, struggling to walk in a straight line. Like, it was really bad. And all I could think about was, oh, I'm so upset I have to take off work. Oh, I'm so upset about this. Oh, I wish I could do this. Oh, I wish. It was unlike me. I really actually had to take a step back and be like, yo, I am not prioritizing correctly. Like, I have to be more appreciative of the fact that my health is not something to take for granted. I worked very hard for this to be where I am. And the fact that I wasn't able, like, I wasn't even appreciating that was kind of sad to me. Do you know? Like, I was like, this isn't good. Yeah, funny looking bear. Just vault keys. Because I was super sick, man. Look at my vault. This is terrible. Look at my vault. I got actually nothing in here. Like literally, I haven't been able to play. But that's mostly because I went to play twice, and both days I couldn't get into keys. It was very unfortunate. I've never felt more meta pressure from World of Warcraft than this season. But that's weird because this season is one of the best balanced seasons they've had in a while. And it really makes me wonder where the hell all this is coming from. I think that we are approaching a critical juncture in World of Warcraft. And I think it's bad. The elitism is getting way worse. The classism is getting significantly worse. And I don't know what to do about it. To 15s. I feel like it happens past that, like maybe at like the 17 level is like kind of like just, it's always basically a key level below title. Do we start the RP? I'll do it real quick. I feel like we might need to be shutting down some class discords or something. Maybe. Would you say is a good tank? Prot Pally if you can play it. But there's a big if you can play it. You have to be able to play Prot Pally well. If you can't play Prot Pally well, then the answer is not Prot Pally. 100% not Prot Pally in that case. Switch off Aflock? Yeah. I mean, the thing is, wait, Pimlet, do you know, like, Arson? Like, Arson, I've played with Arson a bunch this season still. Not like a ton, actually, but I've played with him a lot. And you know that Arson blasts. Like, his damage has never been low. I've never regretted inviting him. You know? I've never been like, man, if only we weren't playing with Arson. Yeah? Exactly. Yeah. I've never thought that. I've never actually thought, if only I wasn't playing with Arson. I've always been happy to game with him. But he is playing an off-meta spec. So yes, he will suffer. Like, he will not be able to progress as high as he could. Because the dude's a gamer, man. Like, he's a gamer. But he will not be able to go as high and as far as he could. Because he chose to play Affliction Warlock. That is acceptable if it was within a key level. But it's not within a key level. It's within, right now, several key levels. Crazy key levels. Holy, 13 months. You're the... So... You and Noob are the two proper OGs. I don't have any cables. Does anyone have cables by chance? I don't have B-Res cables. So, thank you. 13 months is wild. Brain off 10s. I feel like Bear is not a bad choice for that, to be honest. You actually have... Any... we'll have to reset this boss really quick, but we still be able to finish the key and time it. We have to reset real fast. Reset fast. All good. We still have time, but I don't know if people are going to rage quit. I think we still have time. Easy. I feel like Bear is pretty chill if you want a chill tank. Yeah, if you want a chill tank, Bear is super chill. But I think that the answer to who can carry the best is Prot Pally. Semi-turn my brain off. I think that Bear is your answer, though. I'll do Bear. If you want to kind of turn your brain off, Bear or Prot Warrior? Sorry, still a little sick. Bear. Bear or Prot Warrior? Prot Warrior is another really good option to that, by the way. What happened to the 16? The 16 had a small whoopsie, and my warrior does not have cables, so I cannot B-res anybody. If they perish. No problem. I want some. I still think Bear or Prot Warrior. For that key level, like Prot Warrior and Bear are both pretty damn fully immortal in that. Prot Warrior is easy to do big damage on in big numbers. I'm not going to die to this. Yeah. No problem. Blood DK is not some thought. Yeah. Blood DK is a lot of thought. I think that Blood DK is super fun. I kind of wish mine was geared because I would play it for a challenge sometimes. But that tank is like, it's really hard to play Blood DK if you don't also have like psychotics to take at the same time. Like the best tip I have for playing Blood DK is get your prescription filled before you start playing Blood DK, because it will help you a lot, and it will also help your entire group if you could just take like some anti-anxiety medication. That's like the biggest tip for playing Blood DK. I don't think that Prot Pally is actually that hard to play at that key level. Like, you just follow some basic rules and you'll be fine, honestly. Like, Prot Pally is kind of overhyped of how complicated that tank actually is. At the highest key levels, it gets really tough. Demon Hunter. So, Demon Hunter is a pretty nuanced tank. The thing with Demon Hunter is that if you're good at tanking, you can play Demon Hunter just fine. But I don't know if it necessarily carries any harder than other tanks. And it can oftentimes need help on like a gather or a this or whatever. Like, it's pretty tanky right now. I would argue, like, every time I play mine, I'm like, okay, I'm immortal. So Demon Hunter is in a fine spot. Doesn't do very high damage. But it's mostly just you see a lot of havoc, so you don't double stack buffs. I say that, but then again, what about Brewmaster? Brewmaster is the exact opposite. Brewmaster requires the most thought, is actually difficult to play, and is technically, if you play it extremely well, is self-sufficient, but not actually self-sufficient. But so if you've been playing it for that long, Fushi, I've heard that a lot of Brewmasters, they can just turn their brain off, you know? Mr. Rainbow Pew Pew, hello. Hi. How are you today, Mr. Rainbow Pew Pew? Has anyone told you you have an absolutely fantastic Twitch name? Because you do have an absolutely fantastic Twitch name. Like, I've been hard pressed to find a name that's better than Mr. Rainbow Pew Pew. That's a solid Twitch name right there. Hello. Mr. Rainbow Pew Pew. Where are you from? In the world, in the grand scheme of the world, where are you from? EU. Solid. Transylvania. Are you actually from Transylvania? Dude, my English teacher in high school was from Transylvania. He was a weird dude, and he always told us about Vlad Sepish. He was so excited to be like, I'm from Transylvania. Let me tell you about Vlad Sepish. And I was like, who's Vlad Sepish? And he was like, I'll tell you. So I know a lot of random facts about Transylvania and Mr. Vlad Sepish just because this English teacher was very excited to tell the class. Yup. He was super excited about it, too. Yup. He was very excited. So we're going to have a small potential timer issue here, but I kind of want to finish this for Vault, even if we don't quite time it. Would be okay. Maybe finish this a little bit for Vaults, potentially. Perseon 8? What's up, Colt? What's up, Mr. Chonks? You have a good name, though. Do you play World of Warcraft, Mr. Rainbow Pew Pew? All right, you tell me. Here's actually what I want to know. Here's what I want to know. Tell me something about Transylvania that I do not know right now. Some nice and some dangerous. Like Flow, Zombie, now Rainbow, it's something else. Fair enough. First of all, we might actually still have time. But second of all, we pull this back. This is back, by the way. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Just pull this back so that it doesn't actually pull anything else. Navigate through the minefield. And voila. Okay. Now, Rainbow, it's something else. How'd you play WoW for like a first month? Solid. That's cool. What got you into WoW? I'm always so curious. When people tell me they started World of Warcraft, I've always been so curious. What gets people into World of Warcraft? Wait, what gets people into WoW? Like, why do people start WoW? I've never understood how do you get into World of Warcraft. Because, like, I've been playing for, like, so long. Your story is lame. How long have you been playing World of Warcraft for, though? Because I've been playing for, what, 20 years? Like, actually, though, 21 at this point? I quit Dota. You quit Dota. Vanilla. But, like, how'd you get into it? Like, vanilla is... That makes more sense, though. Yeah, Requiem. Brewmaster is doing really well right now. Used to play Warcraft 3 a lot. Oh, you're talking original Dota. The original Dota way back in the day. Oh, I see. Original Dota. Hey, Timok. Have you good for the far zoom camera? Is it especially zoomed in today? Start this RP. Okay, so warrior tank probably just walks in, does this, pulls that, leaps over here, does this, probably another shield. Did I get out on time? Perfect, though. The in-game camera. Oh, when I play warrior, I do tend to prefer it to be slightly more out. I have noticed this. When I play warrior, I prefer a slightly more zoomed out camera. When I play bear, though, I like it to be fully in. Yep, it's a warrior thing, actually. We had some kind of stories about how people stole perfumes, yeah? And then they say, no, until they say, wait, so people stole perfumes? Like perfume. Interesting, okay. Hey, Timok, I had the flu. I had like a proper flu, like an actual flu. It sucked. It was anti-fun, I tell you that. It was not fun, but I had an actual flu. And can I save the timer in this key if I go really fast? Maybe. I wouldn't be completely shocked if I could save the timer, actually. Maybe if everything went very according to plan, like right here. And we lust. We're only going to get one more lust. Try not to get aggro on this too much. People are going to get aggro on that. 1 second. Reaction. So Blood DK needs low ping. More thinking than prop pally? Absolutely. Yes. No. That's just a comfortability thing. People always forget. Do you know what the actual best... Okay. Do you know what the best tank is? The best tank is the one you're the best at. Like, pretty much always, the best tank is the one that you are going to be the best at. That is ultimately the answer to that. Because if you're really good at Blood DK, you'll simply be tankier on Blood DK than you would be if you were a bad warrior. Like, a bad warrior is less tanky than a good Blood DK. So, a really good Brewmaster is simply more tanky than a very bad warrior. So, skill level is underrated when it comes to tanking. So, I do think that that is kind of left out of the conversation. If I try to do all of this at the same time, there is a chance that we could win. But I'll be fighting 2 of these plus the strong arms, so I'm in deep danger the second the shield wall ends, pretty much. Like, I could get one-tapped here. So, I have this up right now. Hold up. I do think that that is underrated in terms of when people say, what's the best? That's not true for the 1%. I still think it's true for the 1. Like, even for a title, there are people who fought him reroll and aren't very good at the thing they fought him reroll to. There are absolutely people who fought him reroll and they're not very good at the thing that they reroll to, and they're a terror to have in your keys. Like, you saw this with VDH. VDH was a really good example of not everybody should be playing VDH. Okay? Rank 1 is different than title. Rank 1 is like 21s and 22s. Title might be 19. So, yes. VDH, though, was a very good example of how not everybody should technically be playing the quote-unquote meta tank, because the amounts of people who would play Demon Hunter and walk into every single pack and just go, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, Arcane Mage was another really good example, it's true. Timer is, we get one lost. Put on the mailroom, boss. Yeah, Arcane Mage was a terror as well. Like, so many Arcane Mages just do no damage. This season's a little better. Man, my damage is going to be so inted here. When you die as a tank these days, it sucks so bad. JJ Beats, what's up, dude? Hi, JJ. How are you doing? How is it going? Hello there, JJ. JJ, I've been to your stream a few times. Has anyone told you, and I don't want this to be a shock, but I have a question for you. Has anyone informed you that you might have ADHD? Now, again, I don't want to be the person to tell you this, because I can't medically diagnose you. But I just, out of curiosity, has anyone told you that you potentially qualify for an ADHD diagnosis? Now, you might not have known this. How are you doing today, JJ? I hope you're doing okay. Hi, Christus. Hi. Dude, I didn't know that was you. No, I didn't. I'm really bad with names. And to be fair, I'll blame the fever, but also I'm just bad with names. I was like, of course I recognize you. I just didn't know that it was you. I didn't put the names together. I did the thing where the names were split, and that's my bad. Yeah, hi, Daedalus. Don't we all have ADHD? Nah, like, I don't necessarily agree that everyone has ADHD. There's, like, a difference between having ADHD and then being a little... Woo! Like, I think there's a big difference between those. I haven't played my wrestler. So, yeah, because I went to see the character name, and I didn't quite catch that it was... I was like, oh, then you told me your other characters, and I was like, oh, what makes you all say that? Nothing in particular. Nothing in particular. I'm just saying, though. It's just, there's no particular reason aside from every diagnostic criteria that exists in the DSM-5. But no, other than that, nothing in particular. That's okay. I've learned to embrace the fact that I blurt random stuff out, and I like that about myself now, okay? But it definitely took some getting used to. I think the stream helped me a lot, but not necessarily in a good way. I still want that clip so bad in the dating show, right? Because I got to do a dating show. Like, they hired me to do a dating show this last Saturday. And I really hope that my voice came across okay, because I was giga sick. I was, like, omega sick, and my voice sounded maybe like I was inexperienced. Well, I'm not going to say that joke. Basically, though, stream has inspired me vastly. And I don't always know if that's a good thing. Like, with respect, I don't always know if that's good. Because they were like, what is one thing that you should not talk about on a first date? And my partner said politics, and I said necrophilia. So, it's not always good, but I thought it was pretty fun. Like, honestly, I thought that the people laughed. Like, I made people laugh, so I didn't think it was, like, the worst thing, right? Yeah. I want that clip so bad. I want it so bad. Yeah, I asked them. They were like, be yourself. And I was like, are you sure? They're like, yeah, that's why we wanted you. I was like, okay. All right. I don't think we're timing this, but maybe we can finish for Vault. I had fun. I went there to have fun. How do you keep... So like I have an old Facebook that was used for modeling back in the day, and like they occasionally find it, and then I do the body paint stuff, you know what I mean though? Did he grow a lot of facial hair though? Better to lust here. We finish our vault. 4 vault, all good. Maybe we can finish for the vault though. Yeah, I did. I got lazy and I didn't want to shave too much, so I decided to just grow it out basically. Just spoken about, how'd you find the love you'll find out? That's true, and that is crazy to me, by the way. There are actually people who don't ever talk about those types of things, and I find that to be very wild. Yo, you know the mage is in here, right? Do you have some Havoc Demon? Oh, Havoc Demon Hunter tips? Ooh, not really. No. I can't play Havoc because it's too zoomy for me. Like, I can't handle it. I'm bad at Havoc. I will die to every single ground effect and every single frontal ever. I do think that in terms of relationships, I think it's way better to talk about uncomfortable things beforehand. It's a skill that not a lot of people have. I swear it's like it's an actual skill to be able to talk about things that are uncomfortable before they come up. So many times we're reactionary and we wait for things to get bad in order to do something about them. But when it comes to other people, you don't really know how they're going to respond until you're in that scenario. And so I think it's just so critically important to have conversations that are tough before things get really bad. Like you want to know how people handle whatever. Like Christus, you said you pug all your keys when I was there earlier. So I pug things too. And people ask me, they're like, why don't you have a Mythic Plus team? And I was like, it's kind of hard to find people who have the same mentality as me in keys. I'm just sort of chill. Like, it's hard to find people with the same mentality. Because for me, you don't want people who, when things are going really well and you're timing keys left and right, that you're all going to have a great time. You want people who handle when things go bad in a key. When somebody makes a mistake, do they yell? Do they start flaming? How do they handle it when keys don't go according to plan is a much better question that is very important, I think, to answer. Because sometimes you're going to brick keys. And I don't want people who get really, really, really tilted about that because I'm like, well, I'm here to have a good time. Like, I'm just playing the game for fun. So, do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm playing the game for fun and you're playing the game to sweat, then we're going to have a small difference of opinion. Now, I sweat a lot too. And sometimes I don't shower because I want to embrace my natural musk. That's fine. Like, this is standard gaming tactics. But at the same time, I'm still respectful, right? Like, I still want to be respectful of things. What's up, Trip? Hi, Trip. Also, I was, by the way, JJ, and the people who... Oh, hi, Ollie. Well, I'll tell you in a second. Hi, Ollie. Hello. How you doing? We are doing vault keys at the moment. And we're talking about being respectful to people by... Well, Trip, are you telling me that you shower a lot? You shower a lot, Trip? Is your nose stuffed up? Yeah, I had a flu. I had like a proper flu. I was really... Every day? Hold up. I don't... Every day, you say? Let me see. You should be on my favorites. Are you not online right now? What's Trip's IO at the moment? I was going to check his IO. I was just... Every day before bed. I can't be going into bed feeling ill. What's your IO? My IO is nothing? That's why. That's why. That's the problem. No, so that's the thing. Because you're showering too often. That's why. Because you got to stop showering as much. People like sweaty gamers. That explains it. You can't be complaining about IO and also be clean at the same time. That's like a weird, you're sort of doing it to yourself at that point. It's an efficiency loss. And also the other gamers, they can sniff you out, literally. And so they're like, why doesn't he smell? Like, they can't respect you for those reasons. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of respect, you know? Yeah, they're gonna figure out you smell too clean. I'm being so lazy right now. Hold on, I can't actually be that lazy on this boss. I should help the team. Okay, we're gonna go here. I indeed gym a lot. Yeah. So I guess so. If you're at the gym, I will say, if you're at the gym, yeah. So the gamers have a musk, yes. But I will say, if you go to the gym, I have been very self-conscious before about the fact that I did not put on deodorant before the gym. Deodorant at the gym is very fair and highly respectful. In fact, please put on deodorant at the gym. Like that, that's a whole different story, okay? That one, yeah, exactly. That's valid. That's valid. But like you can tell if you're gonna get IO in the day. Like you just wake up and you're like I can't smell right now because this is how I know I'm not gonna get IO because my nose is too blocked up from having the flu. But if I could smell, I would tell you. I'll be like, today's an IO day, or today isn't, right? Depending on how strong the natural musk is on that day. Yeah, that's basically like that's you can tell based purely off of this. You know, we'll go here. She gonna phase in a little bit. She's gonna phase like right now. So let's see where she's going. Go back over to circle real fast and then leap over. Kick early, I suppose. Hey, Christus, I hope you get some sleep. I really felt what you were saying earlier, although I do not have spawn myself. So because I don't have, I can't say I relate to it. But at the same time, it's like, sometimes I wonder why the hell I want to compete in this game. Like, the game has become so weirdly elitist and so weirdly classist that, like, I genuinely feel as though it's not worth it for me to try to pug on my Guardian Druid to... I just want to stay below title. Like, I'm cool. Like, I want to do competitive content because it's fun. But I already know I can do it. So I'm in this really weird spot where this season is very friendly to tanks. And it's like, you can put me in any 17 or 18 right now, and I'm not going to have a single struggle with it. Like, it's just really easy to tank. So it's mostly, it feels when a season is very easy to tank, like, you're kind of just waiting for your team to not mess up. With respect. It's kind of like you're waiting for your team to not... You're just, like, waiting so you get DPS who actually do damage, and then, you know what I mean? It's like, huh. Interesting. Thank you for finishing. That was very nice of them to finish this, by the way. I now have 1 vault slot. Yay. A single vault slot. Nice. How old is your child, Chris? I heard that you were a mom, but I didn't know... like how 3 in December. Also, like you're okay. So not like 3 days or 3 months or anything like that. I do think priorities are important. This last week for me, I haven't had to take a week off of stream since February. I have not taken this long off stream since February. And it was such a good reminder to put my health first. Like health first. First and foremost health. And then it's like stream is actually like, it's number 3. On my priority list. And I was like, hey, you gotta live, like, you gotta be better about this. Like, take care of yourself first and then make sure, like, stream will be there. And I know I'm gonna be streaming. Like, I'm gonna be streaming a year from now, like 2 years from now. Like, this is something, because when I was sick, I had to cancel all my work. I couldn't talk, my voice needed to rest, etc., etc. And I was just like, I can figure out money and resources, but I can't replace this time in my life. Like, the happiness and the joy and all the, like, the things that I fought so hard for to set myself up, like, I want to make sure I prioritize those. So I went out. I'll show you this drink that I got. Dude, this was absolutely insane. I'm going to post this in my Discord. There was a drink. It was literally just shaved chocolate. They actually just kept, but they kept shaving it. It was non-stop chocolate. It was amazing, by the way. So we'll become a mom. I want dogs. Do dogs count, Billy? I want dogs really bad. I'll check some salt. Okay. Yeah, I want to be a dog mom and a dog dad. Moosely, thank you for the key. My warrior now has a vault. So my warrior has a vault, my evoker has a vault, my druid has a vault. Dog over cat. I am a dog person, although I will be moving into a house soon. About a month and 5 days from now, I'll be moving into a house, and that house has 2 cats. They're the person that I am moving with, they have cats. So I'll be living with cats kind of for the first time ever. But luckily, I get along with the cat really well because one of the cats is like a dog. So he and I, we're like this. He and I, like, I can't, whenever I go over, the cat is like super, 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 super excited to see me. And they like he'll come over to me. He like immediately starts making an absolute fuss. Like he'll start meowing. Then he comes over. He's like, play with me, play with me, play with me, play with me. Because like I'll roughhouse with him a little bit and he likes it. But I've been told I roughhouse with him a little bit too hard. So I have to like just, I just like cats are so cool because they're so agile, like so, wait, agility. RuneScape, old school RuneScape. Agile, that's the one. There you go. That's the one. So they're so agile that you can kind of like, you can like toss them around and stuff and they kind of land on their feet. And so like dogs, not so much. But yeah, I want the type of dog that's the type of dog. So wait, hold up. Vault, one slot, one slot, one slot, one slot. One slot, 0 slots. I think my Demon Hunter needs a key real fast. And then we can do some rep stuff. Wait, let me show you this chocolate drink, dude. I gotta show you this drink. This was insane. This drink in Thailand was like $2. I can't believe it was only $2. Hold up. This one. Okay, here, look. Ollie, thank you for coming to say hi. Also, Ollie, look. Can you see this? Look at that. Look at this. That is ridiculous. This is like an American drink. But it's like an American drink. Like this is not something you see in Thailand very much. Yeah, look at this. Well, I just show you this, okay? It was actually unbelievable. Look, watch. Here's him starting the drink. So you can see here. Yeah? Listen. This is just chocolate. Like that's a block of chocolate. And he's just going for it. And then he doesn't stop. It just goes on forever. Do you know how messy this was to drink? It is amazing. And then he puts that block in his hand. He puts that on top of the drink. And the actual cocoa drink inside is condensed milk and chocolate. It was fantastic. It was delicious. Allow me to explain. It was very good. I had about half of it. And yes. So there's a lot of calories in that drink. I was surprised. For Thailand, that is not normal. But also that drink was like $2 or whatever. All right. Oh, I haven't even opened my vault from last week. Congratulations, me. Worth it? Yeah, for the experience. I had to buy it out of respect for the craft. I didn't even want to drink it necessarily. I had to buy it because I walked past and I was like, this deserves a buy. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Christos, thanks for saying hi. I hope you get some rest. Oh, I almost opened as Vengeance. That would have been very bad. Because I opened as Vengeance once and I got this trinket. And this trinket is super bad. All right. Havoc. Oh, nice. Sure. That's why you do 1 key a week. You never know what you're going to get in your vault. Solid. I'll take that. Thank you. Mythic Hands. Very nice. So, there's that. Did you do hard mode? No, I haven't done hard mode yet. I haven't even done anything. There's just one vault. Oh, I could make my 4-set real fast then, I suppose. 4-set's like really important here. Or I could just go do a 10 of some kind. So what do I have? I have a 10. I have an 11 Gambit. We can do Gambit real fast, sure. 11 Gambit. I will be low. Osiris. Yo. 5 months. Thank you, Osiris. I'll go work the second work. Osiris. Hi. This week has been less than ideal. Did you finish a drink? Okay, so there were two people there, right? It was me and the person who has been on my Instagram, but I will not share them with stream just yet. You'll meet them eventually. Uh, and yeah. So between both of us, we really actually we couldn't finish a drink because we both were gonna feel bad. I had like some, they had some because I'm allowed to have some chocolate, but not too much. And then, yep, no more after that. Do you need any vault keys? I'm doing an 11 gambit real fast. Bro, where did you go? Hey, Pudge. Was it too sweet? No, it's just like, so chocolate has fiber in it, and I can't eat fiber. I'm not allowed to eat like fruits or vegetables or seeds or grains or anything like that. Yep. On Kick? Daedalus, thank you. I did appreciate that. I was banned on Kick, so I am not there anymore. No. The appeal, they have not responded to it. Billy, you want to come for fun? You sure? If you want to come for fun, I'll take you. Yeah, I was banned there. Why? Because I was AFK for dinner the day before I realized I had a fee. It was my bad. Like, I forgot to toggle off the monetization thing, and I went AFK for dinner, and I went AFK for too long, and then... But, like, I wasn't expecting them to ban me. Like, it was my bad, to clarify. Like, I didn't... technically, I did... I was supposed to turn off the monitor. I just forgot. Like, I genuinely just forgot that day, and, I didn't really understand the rules very clearly, because it wasn't explained to me in any way. So, unfortunately, yeah, I woke up the next day. So, they demonetized that stream, and that was fair. Because, again, I did that. In, like, an 8-hour stream, I was AFK for the dinner period for, like, 45 minutes. And at the end, I was sitting at my computer editing a YouTube video. But I was here. And then, yeah. So, unfortunately, somebody who does not like me reported it. And then I do know who reported it, but it doesn't matter because I don't really like drama. So I'm going to try to appeal it. And if they give it back, that'd be cool because it was going to help me get my savings and stuff back up. But if they don't give it back, that's also cool. It's all right. It's just money. Money can be replaced. I don't really like the drama of things. That's not why I stream. Streaming is something that I love doing. So, yeah. But that is why I will not be on Kick unless they give it back, basically. Yeah. Unfortunate. Less than ideal. It was very nice. But it's also okay. Should we just start taking people? Doesn't really matter. We could take him. Take a holy paladin. Why not? Hi, Storm. I'm doing okay today. I'm feeling much better. So the fever has been, man, it was tough. Like I was feeling so bad for quite like this entire week. Like I was not feeling well at all. So I feel a lot better right now. That's good. Like I can talk. My voice is okay. Man, it was not fun though, man. It was not fun. I enjoyed less than I could have. But I want to see the Demon Slayer movie. That was pretty good. That was awesome. Now I want to cosplay Akaza. But the problem is, wait, cheered 500 bits. Thank you, Spec. Thank you. I'm so glad you're doing better. Thank you. Spec, I don't know if you've been listening. The thing that I thought about it and I was like, what am I really upset about this week? Because I was frustrated. Like, it wasn't a good, like, a lot of life things happened, but also I was, like, really sick. I had to cancel things, which means I had a lot of time to just think. And I was upset because I was mad that I had to prioritize my health over work, over other things. And that is strange for me because my entire life has been about my health. And I was like, oh, I need to reprioritize. Like, I need to take a step back. And I need to just be like, hey, your health is not, don't take this for granted. I was doing that. Like, that was my bad. Like, it was 100% on me. Who's Annihilator? I don't know who this is. Who's Annihilator? Yeah, I'll take you. So, it was a really good reminder for me to take a step back, though, and be like, yo, To the Demon Slayer movie, it was good, even if you woke me up during it. You fell asleep during the Demon Slayer movie? But anyway, so from this point, I was like, look, I'm going to have the discipline. Like, I didn't have a gym membership for about a month and a half. I was just letting myself not take care of myself. And I was like, no, 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 no. I was like, I'm gym membership to take care of my joints. I just have a joint problem. Like, I got a genetic issue. Like, if I don't work out and I don't keep up my strength, then I'm going to suffer. Like, it just doesn't, it's like I will feel bad. Thank you, though, Spec. I appreciate the bits. And I appreciate, like, I miss stream, dude. I finally stopped being stubborn as I'm sick of took. Yeah, so that's Tur Taylor. That's the weird mentality that I want to fix for myself. Because I don't think I'm actually cool with that. I realized that I was doing the same thing where I was like, I'll be fine. Like, I'm stubborn. I'm a stubborn person. And I was like, I don't need to do this for my health. Like, I'll be fine. I can keep working. I can keep doing this. Oh yeah, I'll do that, no problem. And I was like, no, life will find a way to tell you to take care of yourself, and it will not be pleasant. Do it before that. Like, take that week. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, otherwise life is gonna make you do it eventually. I inherently believe that so much of our health problems and so much of what is wrong is just stress. Like, stress management is the key to health, not the best diet, not the best fitness, not the best. And no. Stress management. And I was not doing a good job at taking care of myself. So I'm going to get better at that. Like, I was like, you know what? This is an easy solve. I can simply be better at it from this point. And that's what I'm going to do. All right, let's go. Time to do a gambit. Get this vault. VDH gameplay. So there are certain habits that I can do. One is like taking care of my sleep, like a little bit like better sleep hygiene, not working as late into the night. That's one big thing. That's a big thing, actually. And then I can figure out the money later. You know what? Like, money is just, it's a number, and you can maneuver that number. I'll be all right. So I'm not, it was just a really good reminder to think about what's important for me. And it's like, also, this is the healthiest I've ever been. This year has not been the best year for me, although surprisingly, it hasn't been that bad. I know, my vault is nothing. That's why I have to do just one key real fast. My vault is actually nothing. Okay, we'll go here like this. We'll go hunt like this. We'll sigil that right there. This is probably not the best way to gather this as a demon hunter, but that's okay. Chains it here. Boom, boom, boom. Easy enough. Stone idol and blast. Silent sigil. Boom. Demon hunter is still demon hunter. This tank is actually immortal. I'd be kind of excited to play it once I actually had gear. So I'm going to do no damage because I don't have foreset. And the foreset is pretty massive. But, like, you're still a demon hunter. You just don't see it a lot right now, though. My vaults look the same. Yeah, so I was sick instead of being, like, a normal sick. Like, sometimes when you're normal sick, you can still, like, fill vaults and play. I couldn't do that. I was, like, my head was so... rough. Like, I had this fever, and my head was so dizzy that I didn't want to sit at my computer. I kind of just wanted to, like, lay down and, like, be on my couch the whole time. So I played a little bit of Xbox, but then my eyes would hurt with the screen tracking. So I stopped playing Xbox, and I basically just did self-soothing activities and then tried to nap as much as possible. But the thing with the napping is that it messed up my sleep schedule. And then my sleep schedule got messed up, and I was like, yeah, there's no winning this. So ultimately, I just thought a lot. I was thinking about how I could, when I got back to some sense of normalcy, what I could do to help me set up a more productive and successful way of taking care of myself. I wanted to put into place some practices because I wanted to reprioritize and be like, all right, where am I spending all my time? It's like, well, you know, I've been working a lot or I've been this or I've been that. It's like, okay. So let me take an extra client. Let me bring down my hours here and let me reorganize some stuff so that I can still, you know, pay rent and do everything I got to do, but also not be pushing myself this hard for what? You know? That's kind of was my mentality that I was going to do. So far, so good. And also, let me make sure I spend more time with the people that I care about. That's a big one. I don't prioritize people, and that needs to change. I think that, if anything, the number one thing that I want to change is I don't prioritize people. I never have, or I've tried to before, and I think that, like, I should be spending more time with people. It's just hard for me because I can always find a reason not to do that. Like, literally at all times, it's so easy to be like, oh, but I could be inside making progress like this, or I could be doing this, or I could be getting IO, or I could be doing, like, whatever. It's like, why would I go outside to meet somebody? I don't even know if I'm going to like them. Like, I don't even know if I want to have that conversation. But I actually think that I should be spending more effort trying to meet people and just talk to people in real life. Unfortunately, I decided that would be good for my health, so now I have to do it. Ugh, I kind of wish I hadn't decided that, to be honest. Also, I'm kind of blasting, considering I have no 4-piece. I'm sort of blasting, actually. Huh. That's cool. Do. Are you feeling better now, Taylor? You said that you were sick and you actually had to take a sick leave. Are you feeling a little better now, at least? Am I playing on the EU or the NA? Oh, I'm from Thailand. Like, I play from Thailand, but I play on NA. It does mean that I have ping issues sometimes. I do occasionally get ping diffed. Not always, but sometimes. But yeah, so tonight I'm going to make sure I go to the gym. I'm going to make sure I take care of myself. I got some work to take care of. But yeah, definitely going to reorder some things, and I'm going to make sure that I just put my health first. I also am going to make sure I put learning first. I feel like I haven't learned a lot of new skills recently, and I like learning. I like learning about new things. Hi, kitty. How's it going? But I really want to take my time getting better. You sound like the type of person who might be a little bit like me. And, Kitty, am I stubborn? Am I stubborn? I work day at the pool. Oh, nice. Pool day. Solid. Would you say that I'm stubborn? You said very stubborn? Yeah. But, like, not in, like, a terrible way. Just, like, in a normal way. It's humorous. It's humorous. Yeah. Taylor, it's so easy to get into that. Hi, Vesperal. I know who you are. Hello, Vesperal. How you doing? I'm not going to die here. Probably. I'm a very undergeared. I'm just grabbing this vault real quick because I was super sick this week and I wasn't able to play the game, like, at all. So now I am doing my best. Oh, I didn't see where my thing was. To just quickly fill a vault on all the alts. I'm not going to get a lot done. It's going to be very few, to be honest. I'm assuming that's mine. Yeah, I made the right choice. Solid. Hi, though. I don't think I've ever actually met you officially. I've only seen you in passing. And obviously, I know of you. But hello. Welcome to my stream. Do you like... No, I asked this before. Do you remember when It was Dekel. Do you remember when Dekel came to say hi to me for the first time? And I was like, oh, hi. Like, I know of you in passing. And then I asked him if he was a furry. And he never, ever, 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 ever came back. And he has never once said hi. He never. There was no contact past that point because I accidentally asked him if he was a furry. And, like, that's not what you're supposed to ask people because you don't know. It was funny, but the problem is that, I straight up burned a bridge I didn't even mean to burn. Oh, shit, my bad. I dropped my spikes, I think. I didn't even mean to do it. It wasn't like a purposeful thing. I wasn't trying to be weird. I was just trying to ask a question. But the thing is, I don't always learn from my mistakes, right? Because I was going to ask Vesperl the same question, right? And that's the problem. Now I was going to ask you the same question. Like, what if I said, how do you feel about furries? Is that better? Vesperl, how do you feel about fur in general? That's like a more of a fair question because then they could answer. I feel like that's a more fair way to ask it, to be fair. Also, hi, Brab. Hello. do 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 do. It has nothing to do with it. It has absolutely nothing to do with it, I promise. No. Oh, that's right. Wait, I have to make it. No. Definitely not. I still can't believe they had me on the dating show. I can't believe they've had me on the dating show. Hey, Vespro, how long have you streamed for? How long have you been streaming for? Out of curiosity. Because something that happened recently is I was filming this show. Like they asked me to come on this show, right? Like I was hired to do it. And I was in front of the camera. The person that I was with was so nervous. Like they clearly hadn't done anything like this. So it was new experience for them. They were like, whoa, like this is a brand new thing. They were clearly very, very nervous about the experience, yeah? Okay. I was hard chilling. I didn't feel nervous at all because streaming has given me a weird amount of social confidence. I wasn't expecting this, but a byproduct of me having streamed now I've been streaming for like a year. So a little over a year now. And one of the byproducts is that I have developed kind of a ridiculous amount of social confidence. It's very interesting. It's a very strange phenomenon. I wasn't expecting it. But actually, people like me for me, and it's probably the only time in my life where I think that's ever happened. Like, I don't think people quite realize how fucking weird I am. Because, like, you're weird too. So if you're like, I don't know, we're all normal here. It's like, yeah, because we're gathering on Twitch. But if we were gathering in real life, then we're all a little bit wildly weird. So I feel like people, do you know what I'm talking about? It's like selection bias. So the fact that you think I'm not weird at all means that you are also weird, and we're just selectively confirming our own bias by being here together, which is great. It's amazing that we can do that, because before, with technology, we wouldn't have been able to. You're weirder. Do. 1 sigil, 2 sigil, 3 sigil, my item level, I'm in a little bit of danger here, so let me just focus for a second. We'll sync these, sigil them for the parry chance, probably drop a darkness. That'll help. I'm a little off my meta here. That was actually a pretty good sack from the healer. One second. All right, I live. Easy. 4 set would be so nice on my Demon Hunter. The 4 set for this is... Oh, that's a full. That's a big affix. And I'm running away. Running away. No problem. That was close. I'm pretty weird. Hi, Jacob. How are you doing today, Jacob? Today will not be a long stream for me. I really just wanted to pop in. I miss stream. When you give me time to think, I'm the sort of person where I will always make changes to my life depending on what I need to do. 2 out of 10. Hey, that's one better than it could be. That's one better than it could be, right? But I'll always make those changes. So for me, I just really miss stream. Like, I miss being able to just pop on and say hi to people. So I'm glad that I could do that today. But I'm also going to make sure I take care of my health. So we had some people over there. I can cage that one. So yeah, today's gonna be like, I'll just make sure I take care of my health, you know what I mean though? Oops. Alright, so this boss is gonna get super, this boss is so hard in Pugs. 1 second. Uno momento, por favor. I genuinely do think that honestly, so much of life is how do we manage to deal with the stress that we have to deal with? That's basically like the only question that's almost worth asking at times. We do so much for our health, right? We think, what can I do to improve this? Can I practice this method? Can I do this yoga? Can I do this thing? Can I whatever? But actually, the only thing that really matters is, can I manage the stress that I'm going through? Which is a sucky thing because it would almost be better if that wasn't true, but it is. See if we can get back into this corner. Yeah, my team is not stacked in the corner, so we don't get those other two brutes. Go, team, go. Ooh, I'm going to get hit. Nope, I'm not going to get hit. Alrighty then. Ooh, this boss is such a pain. Yeah, today, short stream. Just checking in with people. But from here on, I think I'll actually be okay. My voice is doing good, which is awesome. So today might be short, but tomorrow we'll be back. I just need to decide what I'm doing with the season. Like, do I care about trying to get Resil 17 before... Do I care about trying to get, by the way, Resil 17 before stuff? I wonder about that. Before the turbo boost. I'm not sure I care enough to do that. Get the affix. Kick the thingy. Yeah, but if there's one thing I realized for myself this week, Jacob, it's the fact that I was sick. My body was going through it. I was dizzy. I couldn't walk in a straight line. I had the flu. I was actually, like, I haven't been sick. Like, I've had colds, and, like, my immune system is kind of not the best, so fair enough, right? Like, I've been not feeling well for a little bit, but not like this. Like, this was, like, a whole different thing where I was like, oh, shit, I have to cancel everything. Like, I can't work right now. I have to cancel all my calls, etc. And I don't do that. Like, I don't ever do that, by the way. So all I could think about was how stressed I was. Like, all that being said, and you know what I actually had to worry about? I was like, I couldn't even take care of myself properly. That's weird for me, man. That's not good. I think that that's so unfortunate that I wasn't able to even give myself, like, what I needed. Because all I could think about was the fact that I should be doing this or I should be doing that. And I'm just like, that's no good. I want to reprioritize because I don't think that's a good way. I don't believe in that. Like, I didn't fight so hard to be here today so that I could just stress about money and finances and this or whatever. Like, I'll make a plan. I don't need to be I just need to be able to pay my rent and get food and maybe buy some nice things for my partner, and that's it. Like that's all I need. I'm a very simple person. I just don't need more than that. And I was trying to get more than that a little bit. And why? I had to stop and ask myself why. Now, granted, you got to eat and you got to pay rent. I'm not saying you can't not worry about money. Definitely not. I still am worried about it. I haven't fully made a plan, but I will make one. Because there are things that I will prioritize. And I'm going to stick to that priority list. You know? What's up, Penguin? What's up, Penguin? See? Like, I haven't got to say hi to Penguin in so long because I've been sick and I haven't been able to be on. But hi, Penguin. And then I don't get to see the amazing Galaxy Penguin. But now I do. This is the thing. This is why streaming is so cool, man. Like, how are you? So I had like the flu and I was really sick and I had a bunch of life stuff happen. So it was just a rough week. It was just one of those weeks, you know, where it was just like, this is not the best week I ever had in my life. But honestly, so here's the thing. Actually, I'm good. And the reason I'm good is because this week has caused me to re-examine my life just a little bit. It's caused me to take a second and say, hey, I have not been prioritizing what I should be prioritizing. I haven't been living basically like true to myself, and I'm going to stop that today. Like I'm going to reprioritize, and I think that is worth it. If it took me getting the flu to do that, fair enough. Like, okay. I was stubborn, and I didn't listen before that. My body had been sending me signals for a while. I was like, I had a cold for a while. I wasn't feeling very well, but I didn't stop. I was stubborn. I just kept going. Yep. Ooh, Penguin. You know what they did? They did a live scope. So they put like a camera. They were like, whoa, 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 like this while I was very awake. So I got to see my own throat make the noises, and I was humming Far Over the Misty Mountains from Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, you know. And I got to see my own vocal cords move. Weird. It was so weird. It was so crazy. If you want to see the video, I'll send it to you, but it's like disturbingly weird. We are all just one giant pink cloaca. Like, you don't understand that until you do. Like, I didn't know this, but now I know. We are literally just what we're all one you think this is like some weird. It's not weird. You got to see the video. The inside of your throat looks a lot like the inside of mine. Like, we don't look that different. It's crazy. Yeah, you don't want to see this while you're eating cheeses. It's very, I never realized what the inside of my throat looks like, but now I know, right? Yeah, it's crazy. It was so wild. I just sigil this, I do this, da 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 da. It was so weird. Holy. Do, do, do. Bam, 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 bam. Yo, Jofu. Where are you from that has Cheez-Its? Are you a US person? Wait a second. Are you a US person? Does the EU have Cheez-Its? Oh, okay. So you're a US person. Sometimes there are snacks in other countries, and I wonder about that. New Jersey, born and raised. Do you like New Jersey? I ain't never been to Jersey. I've been to New Hampshire. New Hampshire is kind of cool. I've never been to Jersey, though. It gets a bad rep, but it's nice. Onos. Are you still there? Maybe not. Maybe I already went for your hike and stuff. I was going to say, it was very strange this week to not get to say hi to the people I get to say hi to every day. But I wanted to like check in with people because I'm so used to being able to just say hi and be like, hey, Shago, how you doing? Or like, hey, Flex, how you doing? Or like, hi, Onos. Like, especially the people who came to hang out with me before I got banned on Kick and stuff. Like, that was such a big difference. And I didn't get to say hi to anyone this week. It was really strange. GG's. Ooh, nice. I'll take a weapon. That's better than my 655 weapon. GG's. Nice. Okay, so we get a weapon from that, and here. I was AFK for too long. I technically messed up. I just hope they accept my appeal. Yeah. It was so weird. Hi, Flex. It was super weird. But also, like, Brap, you know? Like, I see you all the time. Hey, Sandal. Was that you? Were you in that? Oh, that's you! You're Annihilator. I knew you. I couldn't figure out who Annihilator was. Oh! That's Michael, right? Or is that you? That's right. That's who that was. I saw the friends list, but I couldn't remember who. Oh, right. It was super strange. But anyways, I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling a lot better, and that's awesome. But I'm gonna be going to the gym. I'm gonna be taking care of myself. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna do the proper things that I should do, right? I mean that. Like from this point, it's like great. I take care of myself now. Like health first. We have vaults pretty much filled. I think I gotta do a rep quest real fast on the druid. Do. And then aside from that, would I get my augment rune next week? Pretty much if I do this, I grind out like maybe a few of the side quests, etc. Potentially. Maybe. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-boom. Yo, was I following Vesperal? I don't think I was following Vesperal, to be honest. I should go follow him back. Got you. Oh, I never actually got Vesperal back. Do. So anyways, I'm really glad that I'm feeling better. We're going to go show this guy some love. I was in his raid the other day, and I was feverish, and I died on the second boss, by the way. I died on the second boss, and now let me explain why. Because I was really sick, right? So when he was streaming and he was doing his raid, I went and he did a ready check, and I was like ready. And then all of a sudden I had to run to the bathroom to vomit, to upheave. So I had to do that real fast. That being said, we can return the favor by raiding out right now to him. So tell him sorry for tell him sorry for that time that I died because I was AFK and very sick in his raid. Hi, official. Short stream today. I'm gonna take care of myself. Not too much at all, not too much at the same time. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going off. About to get off. Yep. I got my vaults done pretty much. So I'm going to hop off. I'm going to go take care of myself. Maybe take a little nap even. Because I'm still a little bit sick, but much better. So I'll raid out to Daddy Ops. I don't really know him that well, but we can make a new friend. Get well soon? Thank you. I am feeling much better. Where I'm actually feeling so much better, but I want to make sure I feel even better. From this point, I become the best version of myself pretty much. So I'm going to go to the gym. All right. Good night, guys. Thank you for saying hi. It really does mean a lot to be able to stream and say hi to everyone. So genuinely, thank you for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow for some more shenanigans and stuff that I probably shouldn't say. All right. Good night. Hi there. So I must return favor. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night. Wait, good night. Still